Welcome back. It's Doug MPA. So I kind of threw this live stream together. I didn't give any prior notification because I really wanted to cover this here. So uh I'm gonna start with the crime files. I have two stories I want to go over there, and then so I told you guys uh I I helped a lot of YouTubers behind the scenes before I started making videos. And I'm really good at writing scripts, finding subjects, and all that stuff. And one of my favorite YouTubers, his name is Chyna, British guy. He got popular on Pearl's show, and he's been doing really, really good for himself. Well, he had an interaction with a woman that I want us all to go over. And race might get involved a little bit, but you're gonna see how this crazy woman walked up to him while he was doing an interview and just ran into the wrong one. Because if you guys have caught any of China's content, he does not play this. So anyway, uh, we're gonna go over two crime file stories, and then we're gonna go over the interaction of what happened with my guy China. So give me 1 second. Let me let Pyro into here real quick. Pyro, good to see you, my friend. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. Like how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm getting over this weird kind of head cold thing. So if you hear me stuttering more than normal, I've had this crazy sinus infection for like the last like month. It's crazy.
Oh, that sucks, man.
It just won't go away. Anyway, 8-bit banger, how you doing? Steve M, how you doing? So let's get into this. And like before, I just threw this one together. So let me get this started real quick. Let me share my screen. Like the video, subscribe on the way in, drop a super chat if you want to. And okay. All right. So first, we're gonna do the crime files. And
It is a guilty verdict.
so one of the first crime files videos I did on my channel. You guys remember when that woman zipped her boyfriend into a suitcase and then
Oh yes.
him? Yeah. Well, she got found guilty of a second degree today. She zipped her boyfriend into a suitcase. He was begging for his life, and she filmed the whole thing. Then she went upstairs, went to sleep, and came downstairs, and dude was gone. Zipped him in a suitcase. Well, this is what happened.
That breaking news tonight is a guilty verdict in the suitcase murder trial. A jury has convicted Sarah Boone tonight for the death of her boyfriend, George Torres.
And West 2's Haley Crumblehome was in the courtroom when the verdict was read and is joining us now live. Haley.
So it's been
Dang, Haley Crumblehome can get it. Oh, look at that.
an emotional trial at times. Family members had.
Why is it? Well, I'd ask, is it a requirement for you to be hot and be a news anchor? But apparently not, because we've seen some wildebeests reporting on the news. You know what I'm saying?
You can say that again.
Straight up. Yeah, but Haley Crumble, whatever the heck, she can get it. Hello.
To leave the room when video evidence was being played. They got choked up, and it's taken about 2 weeks to get to this point where the jury could deliberate. It took them.
Steve M. She said they had both been drinking, and she said, "Hey, let's play a game." And he willingly got in the suitcase and let her zip him into the suitcase. Yeah, what an idiot.
Only about an hour and a half to find Sarah Boone guilty.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of murder in the second degree.
Those in the courtroom were instructed by the judge to leave before the verdict was read
Carlos, actually, good to see you, my friend.
if they thought they would have a strong emotional reaction. The family of George Torres, the man Sarah Boone was convicted of killing Friday night, got emotional once outside of the courtroom. They declined to speak. After mounting a defense that Boone was a victim of battered spouse syndrome, her attorney described Boone's reaction after the guilty verdict was read.
Just shocked. She's shocked. She felt like, she had a defense, as you know, and so she just, in shock. She said she would call me tomorrow morning, so we'll talk some more after she's had some time to think about it. I've had some time to think about it, but, we're obviously really disappointed.
So, okay, a couple things. First off, I'm gonna give a round of applause to the jury for getting her for second-degree murder. Now, guys, put in the chat if this was a man that had done this to a woman.
Right. He ain't coming out. He
Come
ain't
on,
coming.
man. This would have been first degree, death penalty, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Because women always get lighter sentences. Yeah, second degree, right? So if it was a man. What do you think if this was a man? What do you think he would have got?
At least 50 years.
Yeah, he would have got first degree. Is there anything higher than first degree? I don't even know. Yep. Whiteout, good to see you. Anthony
And
Williams is they're almost never held accountable. That's true. Pyro, what's that?
as I was saying, Doug, if you look at it, like the reason why I said 50 years, like he would, if it was a man, he would get 50 years because like he's stuff, like he would have stuffed her in a suitcase, and then went to sleep. So do you know how uncomfortable you have to be, like to be stuffed in a suitcase with your hands curled up, and you can't even do anything.
Yeah. You know how uncomfortable you are? You can be so
Yeah.
uncomfortable that you die. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Yeah.
True.
Good Lord. Yeah.
For
Anthony,
hours.
Anthony Williams said it. Women usually get probation or something like that. Or I thought that she was going to get involuntary manslaughter and get like 5 years or something like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll tell you, we're starting to see a change, guys. AJ said it the best. And it's why he finds all those awesome body cam videos. A lot of states, they got rid of a bunch of the low hanging fruit crimes, like the legalized the wacky tobacco, but they
Yeah.
have to keep those police numbers up. So you see a lot of women getting freaking arrested and getting time, guys. A lot more, and I'm happy to see it, guys. Men will never get the benefit of the doubt. So the only way things will be equal is if women get treated just as unfairly as men.
Yes. Agreed.
It's the only way. Only way.
That's facts.
Yep.
Attorneys for the state said the decision brought some closure for the Torres family.
I think after 4.5 years and the numerous delays, I think they were finally just happy to see this case go to trial and be able to put this one in the books.
Now, the next phase is going to be sentencing, and attorneys for the state said they plan to have multiple family members speak to give victim impact statements in that sentencing hearing. The defense said they plan to have a doctor speak about Sarah and provide some of what they're calling mitigating evidence. That sentencing hearing is going to take place on December 2nd. Live in Orange County, Haley Crumbleholm, West 2 News.
Yeah, I'm surprised. She got convicted of second degree, so we'll see what she gets sentenced, guys. What do you think? 20 to 25? Actually, it's a woman, so maybe 15. What do you think?
At least 15 are they gonna put her on probation?
I know, right? That's the sad part about it. This is freaking half the victory right here.
Yeah.
Ragey Gamer, good to see you. Yeah, I mean, who knows what she's gonna get? And I want to try and see her animations 15 minutes.
Jesus H. Christ.
Could you imagine?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is literally half the battle. Guys, I'm gonna stay on top of this and see if when she gets sentenced, if I can if I can go over her sentencing statement. She'd be like, "I'm so sorry. If I could go back, I would change and all the lives that I've hurt, and I was a victim myself."
Oh my God.
It's true, guys. You know it's gonna happen. So
I was
then,
a victim.
yeah, I was a victim myself. Shoot. So then, and then this one. Look at this. Texas woman arrested for posing as dentist, allegedly sedating people.
Jesus H. Christ.
Oh
Oh
my
my
goodness.
lord. Come
Let's look at
on, man.
let's look at this. And of course, Texas.
A woman in Houston is facing felony charges tonight for posing as a dentist. Angelica Vivas is accused of performing a complex root canal that left a patient in a lot of pain. She's also accused of offering to do dental work on an undercover officer. She's facing 2 counts.
What? And she's not even a dentist. Does she have like a
Wow.
full? I have to do some research on this because I did a story earlier this year about a woman who was doing fake veneers. She was
Yeah.
using like fingernail acrylic stuff and putting it on people's teeth, and she wasn't even a dentist.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So I wonder if she had an actual office and everything.
It kind of
Different.
Go ahead.
yeah. You can it kind of like remind me of that video with this woman who was giving Botox, but
Oh yeah. Yep.
she's giving everybody high five.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! She was doing the. There's a thing called a vampire facial
Yes.
where they take blood out of different parts of your body and put it into your face. Well,
Yeah.
she was reusing the needles, and she gave
Oh my lord.
people the high five.
Jesus H. Christ.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness! Could you imagine? Ugh. And they're still trying to trace the people. So
Yes.
they're going back through her medical records and trying to reach out to all the people that she performed on to see who else has the high five.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Oh no. Or did you see that woman? She went to a let me see if I can find it. This woman went to a Target. Target. Hold on, real quick, you guys. This woman, makeup, eye. So this woman. Oh, okay, here it is. Well, let's get through this, and then we'll do one more crime files about this woman. I'm not even gonna ruin it. Let's just get through this.
Incidents. The judge says he is especially concerned about Vivas allegedly sedating people, in some cases, multiple times.
That's horrifying.
Multiple times, you guys. Oh my goodness.
Root canal extraction is what's more horrifying is that she was placing people under anesthesia. These are highly dangerous scenarios.
The judge set her bond at $50,000 for each case. Vivas is currently out of jail tonight, but has been ordered to wear an ankle monitor and to not practice any dentistry.
Yikes. All right. One more. You guys ready for this? Where'd it go? Hold on. Look at this. Oh! Lawsuit alleges woman contracted the herp derp at a makeup counter, you guys. Oh, no!
Come on, man.
Oh no! Look at this.
The pandemic has changed the way cosmetic counters do business, but as malls and establishments reopen, a Montgomery County woman hopes that the changes are permanent. She tells Action News investigative reporter Chad Pradelli that she contracted ocular herpes while getting her makeup done professionally.
Ocular herp derp. You guys.
The young mother had an event in New York City. So Tamika Hill says she had her makeup done at the MAC Cosmetic counter in the Willow Grove Mall.
I mean, she did a wonderful job with my makeup. She did a great job.
But several days later,
I woke up in excruciating pain. I couldn't see. I had to be taken to the emergency room.
the diagnosis,
Oh
ocular
no!
herpes. Like the virus people get on their mouths, Hill had it in her eye.
I literally
Wow.
I just
Man, I would find that lady and she'd be 6 feet in the ground, dude.
Yeah.
The woman, oh my gosh, could you imagine? Oh no.
You
Carlos
know,
says, maybe it's herpeline. You guys.
I heard people can go blind from that.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It'll get you, man. It will get you.
was like, this is unbelievable.
She believes she got the virus from the MAC makeup artist, who she says was not using disposable brushes.
And I asked her then again, aren't you supposed to be using disposable makeup brush? And her exact words were, girl, you know, I can't beat no face with no disposable brushes.
So that automatically tells you it was a B-dub that was
Yeah.
doing the makeup on her face. Because
Exactly.
that impression sounded way too authentic, man. Come on.
Yeah.
And
Girl.
and that's for life, you guys. That's for life. The herp derp. Oh no, in your eye.
Ah.
Action News repeatedly tried to get comment from Estee Lauder, the parent company of MAC Cosmetics. We never heard back. Hill says her autoimmune condition, lupus, has exacerbated her herpes outbreaks. She says she ended up losing her job.
So at this point, my eyesight was continuously blurry. I'm missing weeks at a time at work.
She says initially she wanted her medical costs covered and an apology. When that didn't happen, she says she decided to sue over the 2019 diagnosis.
I've lost my job. I've lost my income.
Okay, most of the time, I'd say, oh, poor her, but this is ridiculous. You guys. She better guys, if this happened to you, what's the dollar amount you sue for? This is about 6.5 million right here. 6.5 million.
At least 10. At least.
Herp derp in your eyes, guys. Come on now. 6.5 million right here. 7 million. She's you guys.
That's the highest I can go so far.
Ricky, in your eyeballs.
In your eyes.
So this has completely destroyed my life.
So they do have some really good protocols. Unfortunately, not every counter follows them.
Rowan University Biological Sciences professor Dr. Elizabeth Brooks has studied makeup counters over the years. Her study found at least 2/3 of makeup samples had gross bacterial contamination.
There are studies that say if there's bacteria, human bacteria, then there will follow human viruses as well.
And Dr. Brooks says these sort of infections can be prevented. One way is incorporating single-use applicators like this. Debride
guys.
Herpeline.
Come on, man. Like, and this is all common sense. Like what? And of course, like I said before, of course, it's a B-dub that did this to another B-dub. B-dub's worst enemy are other B-dubs. Girl, I can't use no disposable brushes, girl. I'm gonna give you the herp derp, girl. Shoot. Ugh.
makeup. That means scraping off the top layer after each use. And you can also take lipstick and dip it in rubbing alcohol after each use.
This is not the first lawsuit against MAC for allegedly causing herpes. Another woman sued the company in 2013. An attorney for that alleged victim says it was resolved on confidential terms. In both cases, MAC denied wrongdoing.
I want women to know that if you do decide to get your makeup done, you're doing it at your own risk.
And just last week, Hill's attorney all of a sudden told us the case is now being resolved on confidential terms.
There you go. So she's getting her payout. I wonder how much though. Anyway, so this is what I wanted to cover tonight because my boy Chyna here, if you're not familiar with his content, he's a beast in the UK, guys. I remember him when he was first on Pearl's show, and he just been rocking and rolling. He's a clips machine, a red pill demon. You know what I'm saying? And he puts so many single moms in their place. It's ridiculous, right? So I've been helping him with his podcast, and I was rooting for him in the chat, in Pearl's chat from day one. So it's really good to see how far he's come. So he was at an award show for creators.
Come on, guy, media.
In Britain, right? He's in this tuxedo. He's doing an interview with these two up and coming creators, and because he shares all of his knowledge as to how he got so popular and going viral and all this stuff. He's doing an interview, and this woman decides to interrupt the interview. So let's go through this, and you guys can tell me what you think. So once again, they're at an award show, and this guy and the guy next to him, the guy behind the camera, are interviewing him about like social media and his place and whatever.
Come on, guy, media with.
My name is Chyna, the man them voice.
Get me with there with Chyna still. Yesterday, the man them caught him out getting little dances on chairs and that singing.
No, man, they set me up, man.
Oh, Mike, AJ and I are twin brothers in real life. We are twin brothers in real life. So you are not tripping. He started his channel first, and then he convinced me to start my channel. So yeah, we are identical twin brothers.
It's all a setup, man. It was a big setup.
And let me also preface this, guys. I don't, I've been black on this planet for 43 years, right? I don't break out the race card very often. I don't really believe in it. I haven't had a lot of times where I haven't had my race hold me back from any opportunity. I've had my race affect certain encounters, but that's not usually what the race card is about. The only time I do whip out the race card, guys, when I was in DC, I was at an event that was full of Peace Corps people, right? And I was at a table. 70% of people that identify as non-binary in the United States, like they, them, are biological white women, right? So I was at a table with this woman who was a lesbian, and and then these two non-binary white women, all white women, right? And they had the nerve to try to tell me that I had all this privilege and their lives were so hard because they were LGBT, HCTV, and me as a cis hetero male, I need to understand. I said, whoa, pump the brakes on that. Pump the brakes. I said, no, guys. I said, ladies, I'm black. Okay, you don't want any of my life, any of it. I'm not going to sit here and have three white women try to say that their life is more difficult than mine because I'm a cis hetero male. I'm a black male. That's the only time I whip out the race card, is in response to this woke craziness. I will never use it for anything else than that, because people forget. Guys, in the 90s, they asked on the radio, they asked white people to call in, because this was the 90s, and they said, if it's either be white or be Michael Jordan with all of this money, which one would you choose? And a bunch of people called into the radio that were white and said, I'd rather be white. Yeah. So anyway, the only time I whip out the race card is against this woke garbage. Anytime some freaking LGBT, HCTV tries to say, oh, my life is so much harder than yours, I whip it out and say, yo, I'm black. Black men, we are the walking, talking anti-feminism.
Yeah.
Asian women, white women are doing infinitely better than freaking, I would argue, a lot of men, period. But especially black men. And that's the only time I whip this race card out. And Chyna does it here because this freaking white chick got a little too comfortable, and he handled this the same way that I would have handled it. Anyway, let's get into this.
It went from her doing comedy to get me talking about stripping and lap dances.
So was that girl supposed to come on stage? The girl that tried to crash the show, or what? Like,
bro, she completely just was not.
So Chyna was on this British show called Backchat. That's like, it's one of those gossip shows, but he did a really good job on there.
Part of the show, she was waved and just jumped on the stage and started talking about, I've got 5 baby.
But the way you got her off the stage show, oh my days.
But I did it in a respectful. It was,
respectfully. Yeah. She had to get told.
You know what? Being the comedian.
Steve M, nah, man. These were the septum pierced, purple hair, tattooed up. No, man. No way.
The
I
hardcore
stay.
feminist.
Oh yeah, boy. Yep.
You know, because she was trying to do her thing. She was trying to control the room, but because everyone's kind of drunk and whatever it was hard. You get me?
And that's what I didn't like. Like, she had something, yeah? And I've seen some of the stuff, she's actually funny, but the room wasn't giving any play.
Yeah, it wasn't giving her.
Wasn't giving her. And I just think, at that moment, you just need to be a little bit more respectful, innit? Like the audience, innit? But people were waved off.
Yeah, everyone's waved.
How do you feel about the Brum crowd compared to another city, say London, your hometown?
I'll be honest with you, like, for me, bare people think I'm from Brum. They always like, because I'm always in Brum, and I've done a lot, I've done shows in Brum, and I'm here now in Brum. But no, man, like, I'm from London, but like, Brum shows me a lot of love. I'll be honest with you. Like,
Okay, so now you guys hear this girl's voice coming up, right? Listen very close.
Immense is, because it's smaller, I would say. You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Let's rewind real quick.
Like, an immense is, because it's smaller, I would say. You know that's very stereotypical.
Isn't it? Very stereotypical still.
Why did you shoot to drug deal first? But why? Why did you shoot?
So they're sitting there doing an interview. This girl comes up and says, "Oh, drug deal, drug deal, drug deal."
Oh.
You guys heard that, right? You heard it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back one more time.
Brum shows me a lot of love. I'll be honest with you. Like, an immense is, because it's smaller, I would say. You know that's very stereotypical.
Isn't it? Very stereotypical still.
Why did you shoot to drug deal first? But why? Why did you shoot to a corporate deal? Why did you shoot? Why did you shoot to drug deal?
It's banter.
It's not. No, wait. Hold on.
So apparently in the UK, if you're going back and forth, if you're jonesing, they call it banta, B-A-N-T-A. So she's like, "Oh, it's banta." Sure.
I'm in a bow tie, I'm in a pink shirt, and you spoke about drug deals.
If you know the personality.
No, but why did you go to that? Why was that your?
Because it was funny and it made you all laugh. He cracked.
No, that was no.
Okay, as the workers.
No, keep this in. Why did you do that?
Because it was dark.
What was dark?
I couldn't see you.
You can't.
Yeah.
Do you realize what you did? Like,
Did you hear that?
Jesus H. Christ.
I said, "What did you say that for?" She's like, because it was dark and I couldn't see you. And he looks at her like, "Are you
my God. Come on,
to a bunch of black dudes?"
Come on.
You guys.
Why have to be like that?
You guys. So, and the worst part about it is this girl, Celestia Barbie, she's a life coach. And she goes to apparently she worked with like predominantly black. Well, she was on drugs for like 7 years, and now she's some life coach, like healing spirit person. But she always posts a bunch of pictures of her with like black kids because she went to Africa to go help the young black kids, and then she helps a lot of young black people in the UK. So apparently she thinks she has a past, I guess, right? And it just gets worse. Listen.
Get this camera on her. Get this camera on her.
Whenever you sell drugs, you sell it at night time.
Sell drugs.
Through windows in the dark.
I think you've been on drugs, darling. Sell drugs. I can tell.
I used to do drugs.
I can tell.
Now
Yeah.
I don't. It was a joke. Don't take it to heart.
It's not a joke.
I apologise.
Very professional men, you see me.
I apologise if you took it.
I didn't take it to heart. I just
You
used.
see that? I apologize if you took it wrong. No, if you took it to heart. Because
Wow.
she's not used to someone calling her out. Guys,
Yeah.
when women talk to you this way, a lot of women aren't used to. There's something called the onus. Onus means responsibility. Most of the time with people like this, all you have to do is put the onus of the responsibility of the social interaction back on them. because most women like her have never had someone stop her in her tracks and say, "What the heck are you saying to me?" And she literally ran into the wrong one. And she's gonna keep talking, you guys. She's gonna keep talking. Pyro,
until you back down.
get it so far, huh?
No,
Go ahead.
I'm saying she's gonna keep doing it until you back down.
Yep, it's crazy, guys. It, this woman, her name is Celestial Barbie, and I told you she's some life coach or something like that. And like ever since this happened, this has just gone viral all over the UK blogs. And she's had to. At first, she tried to keep her Instagram, Facebook up, but it was blocking people. But now she had to shut all of her stuff down. But listen, guys, she's just gonna keep going. Listen to this.
Used it as an example. Why did you reach? Why was that your go-to?
It was banter.
But I don't. Why was you your banter? Why was?
Because I'm drunk and it was banter.
Interesting. It's okay.
If you know my personality.
It's okay. I don't know your personality. I've never met you. I just met you now.
You hear that? If you know my personality, she's like, I don't know you. They're sitting there having an interview, and she just walks up drunk and starts talking trash. Watch.
Apologise that
It's fine, but
that way.
I just found it interesting.
About race, it was a racist.
I didn't say anything. Wow, why are we bringing up race into this?
Because I feel like that's how you're taking it.
No, you're doing victim mentality. You know what this is? This is the white female complex. Like you're bringing race into things. I've not spoken about race.
So why did you take it offensive then?
Because you spoke about drug deals when I'm in a shirt and bow tie and a award show.
Because it was bad.
You see what he did? That's putting the onus back on her, guys. If you're at work or you're in a position, guys, look. You get older, you have stuff to lose. You can't just whoop somebody's behind if they're talking to you crazy, disrespecting you. But what you can do is put the onus back on them. If you're in a situation and someone is talking to you crazy and you have too much to lose, all you do is say, "Look, stop. I need you to tell me what I did or said to you to make me think that you can treat me this way." Most of the time, people are, I'm telling you guys, it works every single time. A lot of guys go, "Whoa, if someone talks to me crazy, I'm going to beat him up." Yeah, then you're going to go to jail.
Yeah, you're gonna get in trouble instead.
Just put the onus back on them, guys. Say, "Look, what in your right mind, what happened that made you think that you could talk to me this way?" And just watch them, because most people have never had, especially most attractive women, have never had this done to them before, and Chyna was the right one.
Banter.
But it's not funny though.
But it was funny.
But it's not funny. I didn't.
Back up a little bit.
So why did you take it offensive then?
Because you spoke about drug deals when I'm in a shirt and bow tie and a award show.
Because it was banter.
But it's not funny though.
But it was funny.
But it's not funny. I didn't find it funny.
Well, I'm sorry you didn't find it funny, but that's my personality.
Well, I don't care about you, but you're extremely rude.
Well, I apologise full time.
I don't accept your apology. I don't have.
Did you catch that? Did you catch that? He said, "You're rude. I've apologized 4 times." He said, "I don't accept your apology."
Jesus H.
Oh, that's the wrong button. Guys, you don't have to do anything. This way. And tell me if you agree with this, Pyro, in the chat. Women for the past 50 years have told men, women don't owe men their time. We don't owe men our bodies. We don't owe men anything. Yeah, well, men don't owe women either.
Yeah. Agreed.
We don't owe women anything. I did it. I think it was a video about it, or like on my live stream. It's like, guys, one of the ghost women in dating. Ghost them. Go out with a woman. If you don't like her, ghost her. Because women, the worst thing you can do to a woman is not say anything at all. Don't give them closure, because women feel entitled to men's time. They feel entitled to men's resources. They feel entitled to this closure. I have to know why you didn't want to see me again. I have to know why things didn't work out. I have to have closure. Don't give it to them. Don't. Men don't owe women anything anymore. Joseph, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey,
What do you think about this whole interaction here?
So the only reason why he didn't, well, he didn't accept the apology. It might not be the only reason, but the first thing that come to mind is that she wasn't apologizing for her behavior, but she was apologizing for how he took her behavior. So
Exactly.
yes,
she wasn't
exactly.
taking accountability for what she did. It was like, oh, I'm sorry you felt that way, even though that was my intention. That's like kind of like not an apology, but an
It's
apology at the
backhanded.
same time. Exactly.
Yeah, it's an apology to shut you up.
Yep.
To
It's just
placate
like,
you.
yep. And guys, it gets even worse. But that's the thing about it, guys.
It
Don't
gets
be
worse.
afraid to say, I do not accept your apology. And so she should be walking away right now, but she just can't handle it. She can't. Because I said this multiple times on my channel. They always talk about white men, right? White men are the root of all the evil, blah, blah, blah. No, no, no. No one has no. White women are the most white women in the West are the most dangerous people in society. Not all, but they can play every single piece on the chessboard, guys. They can be strong and independent. They can be damsels in distress. They can be, you know, everything. And then the ultimate trump card, they can be with a white guy, enjoy all the benefits of being with a white guy, and call him an oppressor at the same time.
Mm.
It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. And so you're gonna see this that level of entitlement that like a lot of white women in the West have right here.
Okay, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
We go back to when he doesn't.
Take it offensive then.
Because you spoke about drug deals when I'm in a shirt and bow tie and a award show.
Because it was banter.
But it's not funny though.
But it was funny.
But it's not funny. I didn't find it funny.
Well, I'm sorry you didn't find it funny, but that's my personality.
Well, I don't care about you because you're extremely rude.
Well, I apologise
Well,
full time.
I don't accept your apology. I don't have to.
Okay, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
I didn't find it funny.
You haven't got drugs in your pocket, have you?
Excuse me.
How you gonna argue with someone about a joke that they don't find funny?
Yeah.
If I don't find a joke funny, then you can't make me laugh by by guilting me into laughing at a joke that I don't find funny. It's no that doesn't make sense.
She says, "You you haven't got drugs on you, do you?" And look at the look on his face. Look.
Wow.
Look.
I apologise full time.
I don't accept your apology.
Okay, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
I didn't find it funny.
You haven't got drugs in your pocket, have you?
Excuse me. Guys, I want you guys to run this clip.
There's no drugs on the man.
I really want you to run this
Not
clip.
got any drugs.
I want,
I'm not the
guys,
police.
you got to wear.
And there's still like 3 minutes left, guys. It gets even worse. I'm telling you, I've watched this multiple times. In fact, I'm gonna help him react to this on his UK channel. I think it's either Sunday or Monday or something like that. But yeah, man, yeah, it's crazy. Watch.
Viral clip here, you know.
Sorry, I acted like
Wow,
a police.
guys,
I do apologise.
I'm at the Creative Awards. My name is Chyna. I'm a content creator. I'm seeing on Backtrack Season 6. Everybody knows who I am. I've been on the red carpet doing press. Shout out to Monique for inviting me here. This woman, these gentlemen here interviewing me. They asked me earlier on, can they do it? There's some young men, and I really want to help them with the content, right? This woman has come into and made a joke about drugs. But it's not banter.
It was when you walked into the conversation.
Yeah, so my thing is this. It's just an example of how they see us. Okay, unless you want to talk about race, no one has spoke about race. It's how they see us.
I've got a role model academy. I have a life coaching practice.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Where I change people's lives.
It's cool. All right, darling.
That's what I do for a living.
All right,
right?
Why is she still there, guys?
That's
Why?
what I'm saying. And Doug, this is the next thing. She said she's drunk. That's why I always tell people to control your liquor. Control your liquor. If you're gonna get drunk, at least be at home.
Yeah.
Just keep your antics at home.
In Brazil, they have a saying. a, a drunken man's ass belongs to everyone. Because apparently in Brazil, if you get too wasted and you pass out in the wrong place, you're gonna have something done to you. But
Oh.
yeah, apparently, in this scenario here, a drunken woman's mouth, guys. Women, it's bad enough when they're sober, but this woman was drinking and just thought that she had the sauce, guys. She's she's been a life coach to so many black people. She's been to Africa. She has all these photos of her helping the poor children in the African village, and apparently, you know, maybe she's getting maybe she's had a couple of Pookies and Ray Rays and Tyrones come through at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and be out by 4 o'clock, and she just thought that she had a pass. Then she ran into my boy Chyna here.
I help people, the youth, lift their spirit and get away from drugs. That's what I do for
But I would
you.
like to continue my interview.
Banter. It was a joke.
But I would like to continue
my... Sorry, he took it so seriously.
But
he really took it seriously.
I would like to continue my interview.
What you do is apologise to the
I would like to continue my interview.
Nobody behind the camera, anybody who comes to social media, I've 25,000 times, and I'm a very inspirational person. I have met millions of people in life, and I apologise.
Yes, okay. I would just like to get back to the interview.
Right, I'm going to go for a wee.
Thank you.
All I did, basically, when you're drinking, I went like this, I went like this, and from there, it's very light in that room.
Yes.
Very, very light.
And it's very dark over here.
Very, very light.
It's very dark over here. She just keeps talking, guys.
Very dark here. So I went from light
extremely dark.
to dark.
Yeah.
But it is fucking light. There's so light in that room.
Okay.
And when I came in here, it was so
ladies,
dark.
all right.
And that's why I put my camera on straight away to lift you up. To put you on light.
Wow.
Why did I?
Guys,
what did she say?
I told you. The
What did she say?
entitlement. She tried to say that it was dark
doing
where they
this
were
here?
filming, so she came over with her phone light on to like make things better for them, because it was dark over there. Did you see the beginning of this, Joseph, or no?
I did.
Yeah. But where'd the whole drug deal thing come from? People get way. Huh? Go ahead.
No, the drug. Well, I don't know. So I have a question for you. Do you give people the benefit of the doubt when they're
No.
drunk, or do you call it
No.
liquid courage for a reason? If that's for
No.
real, I should really think some feels.
No, especially women. Nope. Women get enough of a pass sober. You really don't want to give them a pass when they're drunk.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't drink. Doug and PA doesn't drink. I don't drink. You know, I'll drink a glass of wine if I go to I'll drink a spirit along with a meal, but in general I don't drink, because you know what? I get hungover so easy. I think I have like a condition or something. But I'm telling you guys, a couple of drinks for me, and I the next day is just a throwaway. So no, I don't give a lot of people the benefit of the doubt when it comes to drinking, but especially with women. No way. Nope. Nope. This was her true form right here.
I put my camera
Wow.
Why did I do
This is going to go shade bar. This one going to go shade bar. This one.
Because I like to put
This one makes you think. This one
It's so bright in that room. It's so fucking bright in there.
Can we wrap it up?
Yeah, and I didn't think that the camera was doing it.
Okay.
I thought that was better.
All right.
Yeah.
But now I feel like you're harassing us, okay? Could you please leave now? We've asked you.
Okay, so he says you're harassing us. I want you to leave. Now listen carefully to her response, guys. Listen.
Nicely. Okay? Could you please go? Yeah, you are. You are harassing us. We've asked you to leave. We've asked you to leave though. You're being annoying. We're doing an interview and you're being annoying. We've asked you nicely. Okay? Alright? No.
Fucking talk to me like that, then you did.
Did you catch that? Let's go back.
You are harassing us. We've asked you to leave. We've asked you to leave though. You're being annoying. We're doing an interview and you're being annoying. We've asked you nicely. Okay? All right?
What are you gonna do? You gonna grab me up or what?
No.
She says, "What are you gonna do? Are you gonna grab me up or what?"
Oh, is that what she said?
That's what she said.
That's actually a secret. That, I'm not gonna get into that, but
That's
I've
what
been
she said, guys.
asked to.
Because,
That's yeah.
yep.
No, I was about to
Because
say she. It could be seen as a racist thing, but also I guess some guys might call it a fetish, but this is something that I've had women literally ask me or wanted me to do. It's something that comes out when they're tipsy usually. It's like a secret desire that they have. And so a fantasy of a black man, it's weird how white women,
yeah,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
agree. So, so guys, let me tell you a couple of three things about this subject here. Doug and PA and AJ, we grew up in Western Washington State. Okay, what percentage of Washington State is black? Let me see. Hold on, real quick, because I got to get the stats from this right. 1 second. Make sure you're liking the video. Um, drop a super chat if you're feeling saucy. What percentage of Washington State is black? Okay, so 3.92% of Washington State is black,
Whoa. The
right?
entire state.
Of, of the entire state. Bro, black people are only 13% of the population.
I forget
I,
about
I don't know why people think that black people are everywhere. I have no idea why people think this.
that.
That's why it always makes me laugh when I see black people. Everything needs to be 50% black. No, we're only 13% of the population. Did you guys know that someone did a study of the Oscars? Oh, they're like, Oscars are so white. Oscars are so white. And literally, black people are 13% of the population, and we've won 13% of the Oscars. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, so most white women in predominantly white areas are black curious, right?
Oh,
And now, when I was young, this happened to me and AJ a couple times. You find a girl, right, and um, she'll want to mess around with you, but she wants to have a way out. So she'll be like, "Oh yeah, come back to my place." Like, all right, cool. But by the time you get there, she's halfway through a bottle of wine without you even being there, right? Or she's like 4 beers deep. You're like, wait, what? Like you get started without me? Like, what's going on? You know, well, what? And why, Pyro, Joseph? Why do you think that they would do that? Why do you think?
man. I've wondered that
So they
question
can
because
have
I
more
mean,
leverage.
No,
they can have
no,
more
no,
leverage.
no,
No,
no. It's because
no.
I'll tell you why. It's because if things don't work out or people that they don't want to find out
Oh, I
she had
was.
sex with a black guy, if it comes out, she can say, "Oh yeah, I was drunk though. I was drinking." That's their way out. Because remember, like you said, just you asked, do you give women the benefit of the doubt? Everyone gives women the benefit of the doubt when they're drinking. Women cannot give consent, and you know, well, for the past 30 years, women can like a woman being drunk will always question a woman's consent in the eyes of the public all the time.
Mm.
And so I would get there and I would see that she was drinking. I just leave.
Yeah, same. I was hoping he was going to say. I do the same. I was like, damn, she's attractive too. I was like, but why did you have to? I was like, man, I can't even. I don't want to take that chance. You fine as hell, but I gotta
Yep,
go.
yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep. And the reason why is so they can have that back door out. Oh, you know, it didn't work out between us, but I was drunk. Like what? And then it even sounds like they'll even assume that you got them drunk.
Yeah.
I'm telling
Mm.
you, man,
That's the next
guys.
thing.
Any young guys listen to this. Well, young and old guys, we can't afford to slip up, man. If you go over some girl's house and she's like, "Oh, I've been drinking," or she does that whole "I'm saying no, but no means yes," and keep on going, guys. You better zip your pants up and leave. Leave. You can't make these mistakes, guys. If you have a woman, oh no, oh, and then you say, okay, fine. It's like, what are you doing? You're supposed to keep. Nope. If you say no once, I'm out. See you later. And the sad part about it is, I, I've done that before, and then a woman will go to her friends and say, Doug and Pia could have slept with me, but he didn't. He must be gay. So I had her friends saying stuff about me because I didn't want to keep going when she said no, or when she had been drinking. But you know what? There isn't a woman on the planet that ever said that Doug and Pia was inappropriate with a woman, ever.
It's the old Potiphar's wife tale, isn't it? Joseph in
Hmm.
the Bible. That's what that is.
Yep, I'm telling you guys. You have to be careful. If a woman says no, no means no. If
One
she
time.
says no once, keep on moving. And if anyone asks, say she said no. But do you think she really meant no? Yes, she really meant no. There are too many women out here who will willingly do the deed with you than these women that, I'm not sure. Maybe we shouldn't. All right, we shouldn't. Bye. Keep it moving. Telling you guys. Anyway, this woman.
Don't talk to me like that, then you did.
Guys, you got it all, yeah? Guys, I need that. I need every single one of those clips because I want to show men what you deal with. What are you gonna do? You're gonna grab me up. Do you know here would be racist? Do you know here? Listen, I want you to run this clip, my guy. This is what men deal with. We're in a shirt and tie, an award show. I'm in a pink shirt, bro. I'm in a pink shirt and we're still dangerous. Like, what's going on? Oh my God. I'm in a pink shirt. I'm in a pink shirt.
Yep. So let me see if I can bring up her.
He stood his ground.
Yeah.
A lot of men would have folded under that and capitulated to
Yep.
the things she was saying, accepted her apology, or be more softer with her. He stood on his square. I
Yep.
respect him
That's
for it.
how you gotta do it, man. And a lot of people are like, oh yeah, he was emotional. No, here's the thing. Someone can't commit any kind of violence, whether it be emotional, verbal, whatever, and try to control how you react. Joseph knows we have a saying in the black community: don't start none, won't be none. You know what I'm saying? She never should have started this in the first place. Now let's see her response here. Let me see if you guys can wait, where is it? Oh no. Is it off his story? Okay, let me see. Here it is.
And there was an incident.
Oh,
Well,
And there was an incident that happened that has been completely taken out of context to the way I meant it. A playful thing was supposed to not be a racist remark.
It's smaller, I would say. You know that's very stereotypical.
It is very stereotypical still.
Why did you shoot to drug deal first?
So I was in a lit up room with all the lighting on, and it was really, really bright. And then I walk into this next room, and all the lights were off, and it.
oh, Rocky, her name is Celestia Barbie. Is her name.
she
And
doesn't
then
even look like a Barbie. She's maybe a
yeah.
4. She's a very ugly looking person.
Yep. Okay, go watch.
Barbie. Barbie?
Okay, ladies, all right.
And that's why I put my camera on straight away to lift you up.
Wow.
Put you on live.
It was dark. And as I've gone in, I haven't looked at the people. I didn't know what they looked like, didn't know their name, nothing. As I've walked in the room as a joke, because of the lighting, I've said, are you doing a drug deal in here? It was supposed to be a light-hearted joke. And as I've got closer to the group, they have taken it as a racist remark. Now,
Hear that? They have taken it as a racist remark.
Gaslighting. Crazy.
I told you. I'm gonna say it one last time, guys. I don't normally talk about race on my channel. I
What a mug.
but the only time I pull out the race card is in instances like these, because sometimes and this whole gender war thing, a white woman will have the nerve to say to me, "Well, you're a cis hetero male, so you have all this benefit over me." I'm like, I am black. You don't want no part of this. And you got to remind them. I'm gonna say it again. Black men, we are the walking, talking anti-feminism. Walking, talking. Because a lot of white women, a lot of Asian women have it better than us, but they're gonna no, don't have to encounter what no, don't have to go through what we have to go through, but they're gonna say that their lives are more difficult than ours. Oh, you're male privilege, and I would say this, guys. The average guy is just trying to make it. Even the white guys. If you look at the tangible benefits of the patriarchy, only about 30% of white men benefit from the patriarchy. The only problem with a lot of white guys, I mean, think about it. Black men, are we more likely to get hired than a white woman? No. Are we more likely to get lent to than a white woman? Like business loans. Are we more likely to succeed in school? Uh, who reads better? Who has better educational opportunities? And think about it, this is black men. We're not complaining about it. Black women do, but black men generally don't, right? Because we're men. We get held accountable. You know what I'm saying? And I would argue, the only thing, like once again, only 30% of white men benefit from the actual tangible benefits of the patriarchy, right? It's just sad that I wish that all of us men could realize that we're all men. Take the race part out. Like there are a lot of white men who hold on to this whiteness, and it's like, guys, like you're not part of this good old boy group. The good old boy group. Most of them may be white, but there's a lot of white guys who are struggling out here. A lot. And the biggest disconnect is that whole whiteness thing. I honestly believe most men, I'd say at least 70% are just no. I think that 95% of men are good men, and about 70 to 80% of men, including white men, are just trying to make it. Trying to make it, try to do better, try to live up to our masculine responsibilities, holding society on our shoulders. A lot of white guys get screwed over in paternity court. They don't get to see their kids. Their wives come home and say, I don't love you anymore. I'm leaving for Gavin, the starving musician, or freaking Pookie, or Chad Chaddington. So, I don't prescribe to this thing where like all white men just have it inherently better than me. I don't believe that. Men of all races are struggling in this society, in this freaking matriarchal society we have going on.
I'm not a racist, and I don't go out my way to be racist to anyone. So all I can do at this stage is hold accountability and say, I'm sorry, but I didn't mean it in a racist way. I never will be racist. I never am racist. And
the thing about the left, guys, what's the worst thing you can call a white person on the left?
Racist.
A racist. Yep, a racist. Yep.
It's basically it's the Lex Luthor of their Superman.
It's your kryptonite.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because the lighting was dark. It was nothing to do with the way the people looked. It was nothing to do with what they are wearing. I never, ever met these people before in my life. It was just, I walked in the room, the lighting.
So you should have left them alone.
Was dark, and I said it. Normally in photography or videography, you put the lights on and it's all. So I kept apologizing after I said it, and the guy wouldn't take my apology.
And he didn't have to. Because that was an affront in and of itself. The fact that he didn't take her apology. You don't have to. He didn't have to. Guys, if someone, let's use let's put it in a scenario. Let's say, it's a good friend of yours, right? And you're having a conversation, and you say something to him, and maybe it was triggering to them, it hurt their feelings, and they say, "Hey, Joseph, Pyro, what you said just now really, really hurt my feelings, man. What do you do?
Apologize.
Okay.
Yeah, I would take responsibility for how I made that person feel and own up to my part in saying something and analyze, okay, what was it about me that said what I said? And I have to now look and see where I can work on myself so I don't repeat that mistake in the future. This was a
Yep.
pawning off of the responsibility. This was her alibi in a way. And she used it, which I suspected she would in a response. And that, well, I apologize. He rejected it. So the onus is on him that he didn't take my apology. So who's
Yep.
really the bad guy here? I'm
Yep.
just the innocent white girl who I apologize in a backhanded way, of course. So it's like, man,
Yeah.
Yep. You got it. So when I do someone wrong, the first thing I do is apologize, and then I say, I acknowledge their feelings, I apologize, and I say, let me know what I can do to make this better. And if it's reasonable, I'll do it.
mhm,
Honestly, if you want me to, if an apology is good enough or something, that's fine. But sometimes, you have to give them space, or sometimes, I don't know, something like that. But you apologize, acknowledge the feelings, and then see what you can possibly do or say to make it better. And so when she walked up to them and he said it's not funny, she should have said, you know what? I apologize. I'm gonna go away. I hope you guys have a good evening. Should have been it.
dignity. Yeah. Leave
But she
with,
took
leave
away.
with your
Mhm.
tail between your legs,
Yep.
not
I took
chasing it.
accountability and said, look, like I've obviously said the wrong joke to the wrong people at the wrong time. I really apologise for the way you think it looks, but I didn't mean it in that way. The only reason why I said it is because the lights were off and it was so dark, and I didn't.
Here she goes again.
Dude, own the, man, just own it.
Just when you think she's gonna be sensible,
Yeah.
take accountability, she has to go back into the whole. All I did was I was trying to help them. I was trying
You
to lift.
talk.
Yeah, they should have been glad I walked up in the first place. Is what would they would have done if I hadn't walked up? I was trying to help them out. How dare they not to accept my help?
Jesus. Double down, triple down, quadruple down. I don't know. What's the word for fifth? Fifth down, sixth down. I mean, like, digging
And
yourself into a ditch.
the thing about it is what she did at the end, where she's like, "What are you gonna do? Grab me up." That's why it's so hard to take women who say I'm strong and independent seriously, because when things go left, they could always go back to what she just did. I'm a woman. I should be handled delicately. Or they start crying, and everyone starts coming to her aid. It's like she was getting brolic in my face freaking 2 seconds ago, and now, or have you guys ever had a woman hit you, and then like you freaking grab her shoulders or grab her wrist, and then people start walking by, stop as soon as they
Obviously.
see you putting your hands on. You're like, whoa, she just hit, or even worse, B-dubs have to find out. B-dubs will freaking identify with white women. A white woman will punch a B-dub in the face or spit in her face, and as soon as the B-dub starts fighting back, people will jump on the B-dub to save the white woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. Telling you guys.
Didn't understand why they were filming in the dark. Anyway, one thing led to the other, and then the video is just circling, making.
No.
Fucking talk to me like that, then you did.
Guys, you got it all, yeah? Guys, I need that. I need every single one of those clips because I want to show men what you deal with. What are you going to do? You're going to grab me up. Do you know here would be racist? Do you know here? Listen, I want you to run this clip, my guy. This is what men deal with. We're in a shirt and tie and a award show. I'm in a pink shirt, bro. I'm in a pink shirt and we're still dangerous.
Making it look like I'm some kind of racist, and I'm absolutely not. Like, I have such a big heart for the ethnic community. Like,
Ethnic community.
You guys.
Oh,
You guys. She just keeps talking. I keep telling you guys. She keeps talking. It's one of those where, like, there comes a time where you just got to keep your mouth shut.
Mhm.
And here's the
Yep.
thing: there are times where um if you just it's better to just not respond, because in the social media game, a lot of times, um, you know, if you don't give something attention, it'll just die off. But she's making this even worse by trying to block people and then coming out with this kind of stuff. And China literally said, "He's just a Celestia Barbie, aka Celestia Boss VIP, is actually the most racist person I've ever encountered. It's not because of her actions at the award ceremony; it's been her actions and attitude since. She's not messaged me once, or SOMG Media were the guys that were interviewing, but she makes videos and voice notes and sends them to the whole world. She has blocked anyone, white or black, that challenges her. She has limited all her comments, as you can see. Her friends are just as racist as she is, as you can clearly
oh,
see from the comments on her page, and she only replies and allows positive comments to further her narrative. All the black people that comment and support her, you will be exposed. We have the 6-minute footage of this woman being racist, proactive, microaggression, culminating in full-on verbal aggression and insults. The same that has seen many innocent black men incarcerated. She's not trying to play the victim, but all we have to do is watch this video and you see who the aggressor is. There you go.
I never ever walk out my house wanting to hurt or be horrible to another human being. And I've had so much negative comments, messages, and it's really got to the point where I've tried to block everything out. But do you know what? I need to have a voice in this moment and actually speak my truth. People have been messaging me, telling me that they're going to kill me and that I should die. And it's really not nice, considering I was never saying the comment in a racial slur in the first place.
Oh, people are sending her meme messages. How sad.
I was saying the comment because the lights were turned off in the room and I didn't understand why a group of people was standing.
I've got a role model academy. I have a life coaching practice.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Where I change people's lives who take drugs.
Alright, darling.
That's what I do for a living.
In the dark, and that is the truth, and that will always be the truth of my comment. So I apologize to anybody that thinks any differently, but on the bottom of my heart, I'm not a racist person.
Drug deal.
You know that's very stereotypical.
It is very stereotypical still.
Why did you shoot your drug deal first?
So I went to an award.
There you go.
I'm apologizing for how stupid you all are for not knowing that I was just telling a joke. Ha 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 ha. Oh, well,
Yeah,
poor
guys.
lady.
Yep. And she literally ran into the wrong one, because China's not the one to play with me. If you just guys follow China's channel. He was on Pearl's he was on Pearl's show a couple times. He has some really good clips on here, but go to his channel and subscribe. I've been supporting him since day one. I helped him with like a bunch of his shows and stuff like that. Yeah, so subscribe and just go through his shorts. Bro's a freaking clips viral machine. You know what I'm saying? He freaking tears down baby mamas, dude. It's awesome. Like he's faced down just whole rooms of baby mamas. Shut them all down. It's great.
I gag a little.
What do you think about this whole thing?
Wild. Well, that hasn't been my experience dealing with white women by and large.
Mhm.
It's unfortunate when I see it, but I think that to see this is like, okay, obviously, white women can be racist. I haven't personally had those negative experiences with white women,
Well,
but I mean, I
but
acknowledge that
here's the
it does
thing.
happen.
Even if you take the race part out of it, because I am black, but I don't like to. I on my channel, all men are suffering. So like, this is the entitlement of modern women. The
Oh,
race
I get you.
part is just the freaking icing on the cake. You know,
That's
like
because she introduced it into it.
yes, she just barged into. She saw a group of take the race out of it. She saw a group of guys over there and decided to just walk over and say whatever she wanted. Now, putting the race in there, she saw a bunch of black guys over there and said drug deal. So it's two parts. One, she just feels entitled to be able to barge into anyone's space. And then the second part was the fact that she said that a bunch of well-dressed black dudes in the corner are doing a drug deal. Like, it isn't just the fact that she's white.
Yeah.
Most modern women will just barge into a space and try to take over someone's moment because she's a woman.
Mhm.
There's no boundary. There is no um, implied respect to a man in that sense. They just it's kind of like when if you have a child, you're in a room talking to adults, and the child just barges in and tries. It's like, what are you doing? Like, go hang out with your kid, guys, your kids your age. This is an adult conversation, but
Yeah.
it's that lack of a barrier. It's like it's missing. It's just like, oh, I'm just going to throw myself in the mix of grown man having a grown man discussion. It's like going into a barbershop unannounced and talking and just start demanding things. You don't do that,
Yep, that's true.
but they
Mhm.
do.
Agreed.
Yep. Pyro, what do you think about this whole thing?
I think all I think is like she should should have should have just just mind her business. Just walk past. You don't even know these people. Why even running those type of jokes with people who you don't even know? And
Yep, that's
like
true. Hmm?
on
Go ahead.
top of that, you, you're saying that as a I'm not a pro black guys. I think everybody know that I'm not really pro black, but like you're a Caucasian woman saying black dudes around there doing some kind like selling some kind of drugs, like that's not going to look good on the internet. Like literally, that's not gonna look good.
It's a lack of
Yeah.
social awareness.
Yep. It's called
And even if it
cognitive
was a
dissonance.
joke, okay, you tell a joke, but then if it doesn't land, which we all have told bad jokes, I get it.
Yeah,
I've told my share, and when I know, okay, that didn't work, that didn't go over so well, so let me backtrack or let me now, shut up and let this
yeah,
one
yeah,
die because it happens. Everyone makes social faux pas. Everyone does it. We're human. But then it's when she kept doing it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. It's like you should have stopped the first time it didn't work. They
yeah.
clearly didn't want you there. So it's a lack. Well, then you had the alcohol involved, so I'm sure that played a role. But then that was also a personality because alcohol reveals how people really are. So it's a lot. It's a lot mixed in here. She's just fucked up. I shouldn't say that. You too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool, man. Like I just I don't understand why yeah, guys, I spent 9 years in Washington D.C., right? And I have a generally positive affect. I smile a lot. But when you ride the DC Metro, I don't know if it's probably the same like in New York City. Like you keep your head down, don't make eye contact with people, don't smile, none of that. And if something pops off, keep on moving. I've seen
Mhm.
fights break out. I've seen people. This is men and women get punched in the face. You just keep on moving. You don't know what's going on over there,
Hmm.
and once you get involved, you can't control what happens.
Yeah.
So you just keep walking, keep to yourself.
Damn.
I don't
The same thing we
understand.
did at Jamaica. Like, come on, bro. Like, if two people fighting over there, like we don't know how it started. We don't know what's going on there. And then like if something bad happens to us now, we can't blame nobody else but ourselves.
Yep, I'm telling you. That's why it's so funny that women are always like women have been saying, "Oh, we're strong, independent." Don't look at us, leave us alone in public. But then something pops off, and they're like, "Where are the men? Where are the men? Where are the men?"
Yes.
No, where was that? Something happened, wasn't it last year? And and uh they were asking why. Oh yeah, oh yeah, when the brick lady
Yes.
happened. Remember
The
Brick
scam.
Lady?
Hmm.
Yeah. they tried to say, oh, if she was hit with a brick, all the guys should have intervened. No, and there's actually a black woman that said, "Look, my husband needs to come home to me and our children, not save some random woman on the street." And she's right, guys. Women have relinquished public safety. Don't harm women. Don't do it. Okay. And most men want. Remember, only about 1% of men are violent criminals. But if women are strong and independent, you don't owe them safety or security. Just don't do it. You deserve to come home to your family, to the people you care about. Sacrifice your life for some woman you don't know. Forget that. Heck no. No way. What do you guys think about that?
Oh man, it's sad that you have to say that. But you're right, because my instinct is still there to protect, and their instinct is still there to be protected. But this was of their own undoing. They
Mm-hmm.
chose. You can't have both. You can't have I want complete independence and protection because we men seek independence, but we also know we have to protect ourselves and those around us. There's a responsibility that comes with that, and that means being strong for not just myself, but the both of us, the three of us, the four of us. That's the family. But when you take yourself and say, I'm independent too, okay, that means you can protect yourself on the street. So when
Mm-hmm.
things pop off, then that means you can kick and fight your way out of the situation like we can. Oh, you can't? Well, that's what you have the police for. Oh, the police can't get to you in time? Well, this is
Yeah.
the bed you made, right?
Yep. And 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 the sad part about it is people a lot of women think that this whole so much online misogyny, men hate us. The worst thing men can do is not care. It's apathy.
Oh,
We're
indifference.
yeah, indifference. You're just invisible to men. Men just keep on walking,
Oh, oh, that's
and
a death sentence.
that's exactly what's happening right now. If a woman falls over in the street, a lot of men are just going to walk over her and just keep on walking. It's crazy.
Mm-mm.
But one of the best quotes I've ever heard, guys. The 20th century was women rewriting the social rules, and the 21st century is going to be men responding to it. And I believe that wholeheartedly. In fact, with the time we have left, let's do some of China's greatest hits here. Because China's my guy, man. This guy is not to be trifled with. Where is that? Where is it? Hold
He
on.
was on just pearly things.
Oh
Interesting.
yeah, uh-huh.
Mm.
Let me see. Oh yeah. Wait, is this it? 1 second. Make sure to like the video, guys. Subscribe if you haven't. I just had it. Give me 1 second. There's one where this girl on Pearl's show has the nerve to call him a. Oh, here it is.
5 businesses. 5 businesses.
I
Is
have
that
a
not?
few businesses.
You know what?
okay.
You know what's Is that so- not enough to take care of
But
your daughter?
everyone have a few. It's not enough financially, no.
Wait, do you know what's so interesting? How you guys said big up to her businesses, but we're trying to shame his.
Who was shaming his businesses?
I didn't shame it.
You know what's stop it. Like, let's stop
It's
playing
only one
those.
person.
First off, guys, I said this on many streams. I've been supporting Pearl Davis since I've been a mod on her channel since she had 11,000 subs, and now she has almost 2 million. Like, I've known Pearl for 3, going on 4 years. I know her personally. Pearl's a great person, man. She's awesome.
Oh, you know her
You know,
personally. Okay.
huh? Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
you know
yeah,
her
yeah,
personally.
yeah. I've met her multiple times, and yeah, she's as cool as you think she'd be. She's awesome.
See, that's the trick. A lot of women can play that role that she does so well, and someone like myself who don't know her personally would kind of always be on the fence to say, "Man, is this something she just like grifting? Is she just kind of like doing the Kevin Samuels white woman version?" So we always have
So
that in the back of our mind.
so here's 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 the thing about the red pill space. we're just now getting past. It took from 2015 to like 2023 for the exposure phase to be over, like exposure to red pill concepts and stuff. Now you have this new, with Kevin Samuels, Fresh and Fit, O'Shea Duke Jackson. There was that awful pickup artist period from like 2017 to like 2021. That was
Yeah.
awful. Anyway, you can never have too many voices in the space, ever, because we're contending with Joseph. We're contending with 40, 50 years of Sally Jesse Raphael, The
Oh
View,
yeah.
Donahue, all these daytime shows tearing down men. We're only
Jerry
what,
Springer.
7 years into men having their voices. It was on YouTube. Tom Likas was the sole, on public radio say, and Patrice O'Neill and a couple of others, but that's 4 or
That
5
was
people
Stern.
against a deluge of this misandry, man-hating garbage. There can never be too many voices in this space. I'm tired of people. Oh, she's copying. So what? Who cares? So what? You can take what someone is saying. Chew up the meat, swallow the meat, and spit out the bones. Pause.
Yeah.
But yeah, chew up the meat, spit out the bones. There is no such thing as long until you see stuff like this on daytime television. There can never be too many people. People create lanes and people follow. People sounded like Prince. People sounded like Anita Baker. People sounded like freaking Bruce Springsteen. Why do we try to gatekeep it? And there's always going to be people grifting. So I just look. I hate Donovan Sharp. I hate Fresh from Fresh and Fit. One of the reasons why I started my channel, I wish I would have started my channel back in 2020, so I could have got the cough bump. But I thought because I have a stutter that people wouldn't listen to me. AJ too. But then I saw Fresh coming up, and I'm like, bro,
Oh,
if he can do it, I can do it. Because let me
crazy
tell you
stuff.
guys this. AJ and I, we both went to speech therapy from kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade, right? And most twins have speech impediments because we're born premature, right?
Huh.
I know what it's like to try to work on your speech impediment, okay? Because I've had to do it. There's what's called speech impediment denial, where people try to rush through words and try to play it off, and that's the worst thing you could possibly do. Fresh has not done the work to address his speech impediment. And you think it pisses you guys off? It pisses me off because I have a speech impediment. I know what
Yeah.
you're supposed to be doing. Stop trying to
I
force your
was
way
born with
past
mine.
words. Huh?
Yeah, I was born with it as well.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I noticed that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So
I mean, you have it. It's slight, but it's not like it's not to the point where you have to be really patient with it. It's just it does force you to listen more, but it's
Mhm.
not like this is it's not like Fresh. His is like, which I would suspect is the reason why he talks the less of the two.
well,
But yet still
well,
very successful.
well, he's an idiot too.
True, a successful idiot, you must admit.
Rocky, how you doing,
Successful
buddy?
idiot. What up, man? Successful idiot.
I just
Hey,
That's a
look at the
lot of.
results.
let me tell you my biggest problem with Fresh. One, he's really stressing them about them going broke because Myron spent all their he wears the same shorts and flip flops and drives around a Toyota Camry. Fresh has spent his all his money flexing. He said it one
Yeah.
time. He spends $15,000 a month on his Lamborghini.
What?
Oh, goodness.
Oh.
What the fuck you need a Lamborghini for? What do you really need a Lamborghini for, bro?
You don't. So one of the reasons why he's so mad about Myron getting them all canceled off of Twitch and all this is because he needs money. Myron put all of his money in real estate. Fresh
Smart.
didn't.
Oh,
Wow. God damn it, Fresh. God
Stop the
damn it.
cursing, please. Stop the cursing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dang it, Fresh.
So Rocky, what do you think about this whole? Did you watch the whole thing with Chyna? and the
Like
interaction.
the UK chick.
Yeah.
No, man, she's drunk. She's probably like black dudes, and that's really all it is. I mean, let's just call it what it is. There's no real, deep. She probably didn't really have to do a response video because everybody can always see what it is. Anybody with a brain, any black man with a brain can see. Yeah, we already know. Girls get aggressive when they want some and they haven't had none and haven't been satisfied in a while. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all know. In my experience, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's like, boom, there it is. That's all it is.
Yeah, I agree. It just some people. One thing, and like before, I don't like to talk about race a lot on my channel, but I had to cover this. But one thing that I don't like to do is I'm really careful about who tries to play the oppression Olympics, right?
Right.
And like I told you, you have these white women. I'm gonna say it one last time. They can play every single piece on the chessboard. They can be strong, independent, and powerful. They can be damsels in distress. They can be stay-at-home moms. They can be CEOs. All this stuff. And once again, they can marry a white guy, get all the benefits of being with that guy, and then call him an oppressor at the same time. They can enjoy the benefit of being the majority while being considered a minority.
Oh, good point.
It's
Great
crazy, you
point.
guys, and that's exactly what
Yep.
happened with that woman. She's used to saying stuff like that, and then all the black people around her are like, "Oh, she's just a white girl," but then China's like, "Oh, you're not gonna say that to me." And like AJ says on this channel, I say on mine too, guys. If women get out of pocket, say something. If women start tearing up your stuff, press charges. If woman puts your hands on you, press charges. If a woman tries to violate you emotionally, mentally, physically, you gotta respond. Use tact, but respond. This is the environment the women wanted. The women wanted. They want to be equal. There you go. Don't let this stuff slide, guys. Don't do it. And a lot of people, oh, you should just let it. No. Don't start none, won't be none. I can't say that enough times. Come on now. All right, so let's get into this.
Let's stop.
No, because I've actually got something viable, and she doesn't know it, and she automatically just said because she didn't know it.
So China owns a drink company in the UK. So he has he has a drink distribution, and he goes to different stores and he distributes his drinks because they he has to refill but it's actually his drink company. So that's what he was talking about business wise. And China didn't even ask to be a podcaster. He's always been like this, but then because I know China personally, and he went on Pearl Show, and all of a sudden people like what he had to say. So now he kind of fell into podcasting.
But you own properties, right? That's fine. Like, we don't know where the properties. She just said I own properties. I could have said I own properties. I could have told you all the multiple things I did. The problem, the thing is,
and this woman here is like a multi-million-dollar OnlyFans OF creator in the UK.
Do you know why?
What's she complaining about?
What's that?
So what is she complaining about?
I don't know. You see this one girl is saying online, well, she made like $57 million in 4 years on OF. $57 million.
Ridiculous.
It's crazy, guys.
Though.
I'm not.
It's giving sassy. Why?
It's giving sassy. What language are you using?
Oh my God, giving sassy. They saying it now too.
Guys, just listen to this. And I thought that a lot of the young people slang was annoying, but this whole "it's giving" thing that women try to say, it's like they can insult you but not really insult you. So like if you take offense, well, I didn't say that you were sassy. I'm saying it's giving sassy. So I'm not saying that you're really sassy, but I'm saying that
I didn't call you gay. I just called you sassy. Why are you taking it so hard? Yeah, come on.
A real man wouldn't. Guys, come on.
Problem, the thing
Why
is,
are you competing with a woman though?
Do you know why? Because that's
why
not
you
what
competing with a woman though.
I'm not.
It's giving sassy. Why?
It's giving sassy.
Guys, It gets even better. Watch.
Giving sassy.
It's
It's giving.
epidemic,
It's
child.
giving.
Every
It's
time she
giving.
says
It's
something-
giving sassy.
So this girl didn't like China because I talked to him after this episode, and this girl came on just coming at him the whole time.
Every time she says
It's
something,
giving sassy.
And this girl's a sugar baby, no less.
say, "Oh, but I'm
It's
doing
giving
this."
sassy.
Yeah, it is,
Are you
babe.
using buzzwords? Are you speaking like an Instagram comments? It's giving
I ask
sassy.
you multiple times. It's giving bitch.
It's giving. It's giving bitch.
It's giving
It's
bitch.
giving.
Guys,
Oh boy. It's
hey,
giving bitch.
says it right to his face. Says it right to his face.
Wow.
This is the thing, guys. This is the thing, guys. Right? This is modern women. This is how they feel. They can call them. They can call a man a bitch that they've never met before because they feel that safe. They feel that safe. You can just
So
call.
what are you gonna do?
And guys.
Boom. What are you gonna do? See
what I'm saying, guys?
See?
Whoa.
Man? There it is.
That's an open threat. Does she not understand how much stronger we are than her? Like, what are you gonna do? That is stupid for a woman to say. No matter the context.
Did you ever see that interview with on No Jumper? It was OT Genesis was his name, and that one girl, Yaz, and her friend, and she was trying to provoke OT Genesis. He was drunk, and they were poking at him, and he's like, "Look, lazy, you need to stop right now because I can make it real scary in here." Did you ever see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah, man. These women, they don't understand the sheer carnage that men can perpetuate with their hands.
One man.
Mm-hmm.
One
hands
man.
alone.
Yeah, with their hands alone. Let's talk about how dangerous society is. Women don't understand. The average man can rip the average woman into pieces. I'm not saying do it, but we all choose not to. We all choose not to. The majority of us. 99% of us. And there's a lot of places in the world, I'd say maybe 40% of the world, where that's not the reality. It's like women's rights thing. 40% of the world, women don't have a lot of rights. Men have to give you rights and enforce the rights. Because if men took them away, there's nothing these women could do about it. She's going to call him a bitch to his face.
See that there? What are you going to do?
It's like
No.
What you said. So what are you gonna do?
I'm giving you an example. Would you ever tell me right now what you're gonna do to me? Why would you not do that?
I just think it's not necessary.
But what could happen if you tell me that?
He get punched.
Wait. No, hold on a second.
Get punched.
Yeah, if there is a
King. What would happen if I just said that to you? What would you do?
Bro, it's on.
It's on.
Yeah, hold on a second. Security. What would happen if I just said that to you? So this is modern women, right? They feel safe.
So what are you gonna do then?
I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay, just say that then.
No, hold on a second. Stop.
Oh God, see?
Oh my God.
Nice.
He's made a mistake though. His mistake was he's feeding into she laid the trap for him to fall into. He's not wrong in what he's saying in his response, but he's actually he's more emotional about it than
No,
she
he's
is.
not. No, stop.
He's calm.
No. I'm
He's
tired of
like
it.
that.
I'm tired of it because this is a clip from the show. She's been coming at him the whole time. And here's the thing, guys. I'm gonna say it right now. This whole age of stoicism, where a man has to sit back and take it from women. No, they don't get to control how we respond anymore. We were perfect with being stoic, but this is 2024. Kevin Samuel said it the best: match these women's energy, and a woman doesn't have to be getting hype and yelling and screaming to be verbally violent. Okay, I moderated this whole episode. She was poking. She literally walked in there saying, "Oh, because China's clips go viral all over the UK. So like a lot of women expect, they want to go toe to toe with him. He has that Kevin Samuels thing where like women just see him and want to go freaking 10 rounds with him. Match their energy, guys. And a woman doesn't have to be getting hyped to be verbally violent towards you. This whole thing, a real man needs to be stoic. No, we tried that. Women didn't like it. They call that patriarchy. So now match their energy. Sorry, Rocky. Go
Well,
ahead.
I can only use myself
Oh
as
no,
an
I agree
example
with you.
how I handled it. I
Oh,
handled it well. Not to say that his
yep.
way isn't the right way. I guess the way I handled it, it was kind of like they capitulate to. They end up doing it, apologizing, and it happened recently. Women say, "I'm gonna give you some smoke today." I said, "Okay, cool." If you was surprised, they're like, "Go ahead. I want you to give me your best shot." She ended up apologizing to me, complimenting me, saying, "Oh my God, I guess I was wrong about this." I was like, "Cool." I didn't have to
I guess I
do
was
what
wrong.
he.
How you guess, huh?
Y- Yeah, but that was in that was in your personal life, right?
It is. It was.
If you're on a podcast and it's for entertainment, whole different set of rules. Because
Okay, I got you.
because outside of this, she never would have said this to him if she wasn't on a podcast. They were
Great point.
they were hanging out before this, and and she kind of had but she was cool. And then she started poking at him when the cameras came on.
Interesting.
Uh,
Not my
so she
world.
faking.
Nope.
Yep. So yeah.
You are threatening a man,
No,
calling him a
like,
bitch. Yeah.
when-
No, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Well, his whole point is you've been incredibly disrespectful to him the whole
Are you
entire
calling me
podcast.
aggressive? You just call me a
Like,
bitch.
the whole
A bitch. I didn't start.
You,
What did I
you
do?
didn't start
But
anything.
there's
You
a
guys,
double
you
standard.
guys, you guys.
It's the tone. See, guys, this is just a clip from a 3 hour long podcast.
You guys just haven't ever had a guy tell you no. Like, that's it.
So
Never had a guy
you
stop.
can't tell. You can't tell.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
yeah,
Listen,
you're
I'm sorry
right.
for calling you a bitch, but in that moment, I felt like you was being bitch-like.
But see,
But
this is
Oh,
Hey,
women logic, bro.
What you said? It's true. You said it. So disrespectful. The only thing
Remember
I
what
wish
they
he had
say.
done since he got
What?
aggressive, I wish he
It's
had
not
got
what
up
you
in the
say.
chair and looked her in the face and said, "Now call me a bitch now." Looking her
Yeah,
dead in the face. I wish
yeah.
he had done that. If you're gonna be aggressive, I'm not saying hit her, but get in her face. Now say what you're gonna say.
Yep. Because
He didn't do that.
men, we can make stuff real scary real quick, man, and women don't understand it. Women don't understand it. And if
Mm,
and here's the thing, men, we get audited. Okay, that's why it makes you so sad for all these, all these freaking and all these super femi guys. You're still gonna get audited as a man, and you better be able to knuckle up when the time comes, or stand your ground. We have more men, more young men who don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do when life audits them. I don't know,
mm.
no idea, and that's a scary thought.
Yeah, but the thing is,
felt,
I'll be
yeah.
honest with you. If I was bitch like, yeah, and the types of guys that are bitch like, they will get up and slap you. Because I'm raised by my mother and my father, I have 3 sisters and nieces, I would never do such a thing. But let me tell you something. You see with that we had that woman with the brick in the face, apparent brick in the face, not brick in the face, yeah. And one of the things was everyone's talking about nice faces, yeah. You don't know me from anywhere. You have just disrespected me. Let me tell you something. Just like women know, yeah. You say that to the wrong guy, I come up and I box you now.
And
What?
that says a lot about his
No, wait, hold on a second. But what is this?
He's
Guys, see the double
He messed
standard.
up.
So if a man boxes a woman in the face, it says a lot about her upbringing. But what about the woman that's freaking antagonizing a man?
That's what
What
they
does that say
do.
about? Yep, tell you, man. There are women that are just emotionally and verbally violent, and I would argue that that part of female empowerment includes being verbally and emotionally violent towards men. Tell me I'm lying.
Oh,
Tell me
you're
I'm wrong,
not.
guys.
And and the reason why is not just because of society, because they have the police on the side and the law, but also what he just said. My mother taught me not to basically defend myself and to stand back and allow myself to be abused. He said it without saying it, but that's the truth. A lot of the mothers, especially if it's a single parent household, and she's the one raising the son, she taught him the opposite of the way he's supposed to have been. I mean, he's got halfway, but he didn't take it as far, and she know he's not going to take it as far as he could have gone, getting in her face and say, "Well, say it to me now." And he should have done that, but because of that fear of my mother told me to respect women, to respect girls, even when they grossly disrespect me. So, and she knows it. that's why she was kind of laughing, like, yeah, I know. You know, I got the law on my side, I got the police on my side, and your mother is on my side.
Yep.
So I can say whatever I want to say and get away with it because mentally it stops him from doing anything that he should be acting on as a man.
Yep. Yep. Women will put you in a freaking impossible situation, guys. Got to watch out. Do not hang around with women who are not afraid to get physically, verbally, emotionally violent. Don't do it.
Giving you a scenario. What does it say about your upbringing? How was you raised to speak disrespectful to a man you have never met? You say you're in university. You say you're doing singing. You say you're doing all these things. All you've come and done is been so aggressive towards me.
I've been aggressive.
See, you just call man a bitch. Like seriously,
not
it's
aggressive.
giving sass. It's giving
rude, but not
sassy.
aggressive.
God, you guys, that was rude but not aggressive. God,
wow.
Jesus H. Christ.
It's always that demographic.
Yep. And after this, I'm gonna play the clip because she ends up leaving the show because she can't handle the heat. Watch.
See, the thing is, you don't, and because
So
men,
what you're gonna
see,
do
the thing,
though is aggressive.
see, the
It
thing
is
is,
aggressive.
men understand aggression. There's different, sorry, Paul. There's different forms of aggression. It's giving sassy. It's giving bit. See, all of these things are aggression.
Yeah, it's antagonizing.
Because
That's aggression.
Because listen to men in the room. Listen to men.
This is the thing. We've lived such easy lives as women that she doesn't even understand there's consequences for her actions because it goes back to it. We get away with everything. You can talk however you want and nothing will happen because men built this society that lets us do damn near whatever we want.
No, that's a lie. That's a
and
lie.
then we disrespect men as a thank you. What's a lie about
That's a
it?
lie.
Thank you for what?
She hit it right. She hit it right on the head. 48% of men do freaking infrastructure jobs. Right, and also, I said this on multiple videos. I'm gonna say it right here, guys. Before the 80s, America was like 85% manufacturing and agriculture. What got us out of World War II was manufacturing and textiles. We literally we built the stuff that rebuilt the world, pretty much. That's why that's how the suburbs got built. There was a factory somewhere, and they built houses and services around that factory. One thing I'll never understand is how women romanticize working, guys. You guys know that the Occupational Safety Hazard Administration (OSHA) only became a thing till 1972. Before that, there were no federal guidelines as to factory safety, right? So there's shows like Boardwalk Empire and Mad Men that make you think that all these men just work in freaking air-conditioned offices. As of now, 77% of our economy is services. So 77% of people work in air-conditioned offices. But back in the day, it was 85%. Men work long, hard, monotonous, arduous labor in factories. These women are like, oh, I should be able to go out and work in a factory for 10 hours. Oh, my husband got to work. He got the privilege of working. He worked in a freaking factory for 12 hours.
A privilege, they call it.
Yes. It's crazy to me. You can see articles now of stay-at-home moms. You know, my husband gets the privilege of going out to work. Women, they either don't know or don't want the burden of having to support a family long term. Women talk about motherhood. Yeah, try being the father who has to support the family, knowing that if anything happens to you, the whole thing falls down.
It'll be your fault no matter what.
Yeah, there are so many women, guys, especially B-dubs. They're late 30s, early 40s. You know, 6 figures, single, have a house, a good job, have traveled everywhere, but and if they were men, they would find a woman who's 28, 29, 30, marry the woman, move her into his house, and have kids and support that woman and his kids until he dies. But these women, they will not marry a lesser man and have kids with that man and support that man long term. They won't do it. Only 14% of marriages have the woman as the breadwinner. 14%. These women, they don't want that smoke. They know that that burden is too much to bear. But us men, we just do it. We just do it.
Indoor.
Yeah.
You have.
I mean, we also have the testosterone to we can just we don't like it, but it's like I can tolerate more pain. Even it surprises me how much pain I can tolerate. I'm like, I can't believe I can go through this shit. What would I do if I
Oh, but
wasn't?
you hear them tell her, oh, we can give birth, so we can take more pain. You okay? All right.
Okay, cool.
Women always say, "Oh, men will never know what it's like to carry a child." Women will never know the amount of rejection the average man feels.
Right.
The amount of just or I don't know if you guys had this feeling too, but when you turn 18 and you're a young boy, it's the scariest thing ever. When you turn into a
What do I
man,
do from here?
yeah, because you know you're absolutely useless.
Yeah. And you're being judged for that.
You're being judged for that. There's no safety. You have to go find your way in the world. Women have so many different paths. They can be housewives. They can be career women. They can be STEM fields. 50 some odd percent of women in STEM will leave 5 to 7 years after they start and go into something else or get married or have children. They have all these different paths. Men, we work until we are dead. Women don't want that smoke, guys. They don't want it. They really don't want it. And they talk trash about 48% of men are in freaking infrastructure jobs. These guys are in the sewers, on the roofs, freaking doing physically laborious jobs. But these guys, as long as they have a wife that'll cook them some food, he takes off his boots. The kids, daddy, 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 give him a hug and stuff. He will go to sleep and wake up and do it again the next day.
Yep. I've done roofing. That shit is scary.
I just did it.
That stuff is scary too.
Oh my God, that shit. It doesn't look scary when we look at it. I can do it. This was just yesterday. I was in an interview for, it wasn't even roofing. It was leaf blowing out the gutters. I'm like, I can do it. I get up. I'm 2 stories. That don't look too bad from the floor. I climbed that. I said, okay, cool. I got it. And I start walking along the edge in order to get, I'm like, I was like, this is why you're paying us $22. I said, you don't see women doing this. And I said, I don't blame them for not wanting to do this.
Now, guys,
Roofing, anything to do with height, no.
Guys, I helped a friend do drywall on a house one time.
Oh boy!
You want to talk about hard work? Drywalling is hard work. I was like,
hold it. Was it like on the ceiling? You got to hold it up, then drill it in.
Yep.
Oh,
I helped them with like the one room of the house, one room, and I was like, oh heck no, yeah, no way. More power to them. Nope.
I know. I've had to paint like a nice like condo apartment type townhome type deal in the gated community. Like the ceilings were so high, so you gotta get all the way up there and do the corners. You gotta climb the ladder and all that. You're right. When you're on the floor, even indoors, when you're on the floor is one thing, but you're looking up at a 18, 20-foot ceiling. Like, I don't like climbing ladders anyway. I'm good. They're not gonna do that at all. At all.
No way. Nope.
That's a big lie.
Okay. Who built the building?
It doesn't matter who built
Who
it.
does
You said there's no consequences.
It doesn't matter who built the building.
There's zero consequences for women.
Zero
Women to women,
consequences.
very little to none.
I happen to agree with
women.
her.
Okay.
There's consequences.
100%.
Oh,
So you're telling me if I slap a man right now?
Thank you. Do men and women get equal sentencing for the same crimes?
No.
No, it's not even.
See,
close.
every situation is different.
No. They never have. They have for 100+
So you're telling me?
It depends on the situation. It always depends with these women, right? Always depends.
Right. Always some caveat.
Yep. And when something depends, it's the depends usually equals to an advantage into an advantageous position for the women.
Yeah.
Like the clip that you played where she got second degree instead of first degree, which is clearly first degree.
Yep. Clearly first degree.
Depends.
And she had phone video of her laughing at him. He's like, I can't breathe. Let me out. She's like, see, this is what happens when you cheat on me. And she's laughing and drinking water.
I'm sorry. She was in he had him locked up in the suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard about that. Sad, man.
You didn't see that video, did you? You didn't see the actual video, did you?
Yeah, on one of these
That,
crime documentary type channels.
Yep, it's online.
I can't do it. I can't do
You
it.
can watch it. Yep.
Every
No,
man
they
gets
get
the same sentence.
no,
Everyone
no.
gets the same
Men
sentence.
get 4 times the amount of sentencing for the same crime as a
That's
woman.
not true.
I don't
though.
want to add
Yes,
the
it
word black
is.
to that.
Yes, it
I don't
is.
want to
Okay,
add
you
black
can.
men to that. Is that
You can.
Bring the
Yes, you
stats
can.
up.
You cannot believe it, right?
I like
But
how she keeps shitting them.
men absolutely get higher prison sentencing for the same crime. And you see all these women killing their babies, killing their children, right? Throwing them in dumpsters. How many have we seen get off?
None of them.
Not
get
too
off.
many. I haven't. I personally haven't. That's what I'm saying.
There's
get
multiple.
punished.
Yeah. Oh no, it's pretty common. It's pretty common. There's multiple.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna interrupt this with my favorite clip, and then we can get back into this, and then I'll show you that that when she walks out. But this was the clip of last year. This is my favorite clip of his. Watch this.
Married, right? So no man use them because they married, right? So wait, hold on a second. So you're talking about.
Now listen to this hyena in the background. Listen.
You're talking about why they've been with.
Why are you not married? Listen.
I just did. I answered the last one.
You're laughing like she made a point or something.
Listen.
Yeah. Because look at what I got to pick for. Look at you women. This is what I got to pick for. Look at you women. Who wants to marry you? Who wants to marry you? Who wants to marry you?
Chyna's a menace, dude. I'm
Got up and made a moment of peace.
I talked to him. I talked to him the next day. I was like, "How did you even get out of that venue alive?" He's like, "Dude, I don't know, man. I had to duck out the back door." Let's watch it one more time and listen to the hyena in the background. Listen.
Okay, so let's go to the last one. Right. They all married, right? So no man use them because they married, right? So wait, hold on a second. So you're talking about why they've been with. I just did.
Open it up.
Yeah? Because look at what I got to pick for. Look at you women. This is what I got to pick for. Look at you women. Who wants to marry you? Who wants to marry you? Who wants to marry you?
Oh, it's so good. I'm telling you, Chyna's a menace. Subscribe to his channel if you haven't, dude. Guys are straight up menace. I'm telling you, it's great. All right, let's get back to this one. Oh, come on now.
Full cases in the U. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it's happening.
What do you mean they get off? Like
They don't go to jail a lot of the time.
In where,
And
America?
this is even America, UK.
Every single one. If you bring me one stat from the UK.
Okay, I'll give you Lucy Leppy. She was a nurse for 7 years before they suggested her. You think if a guy was doing the same thing, he wouldn't have been questioned?
That was a race thing.
Yeah.
As a white thing.
It doesn't. But
just
she
a
was a
gender
woman.
thing.
Right? I didn't say it was just because she was a woman. I didn't say it was that. Like that was the
But also
only
the sentencing
factor.
as well. The sentencing. It's not just.
Oh,
It's not just gender. It's also race as well. Yep.
My whole point is women do not have the same consequences that men do.
Neither do.
This is just.
But you're talking about let's address it all then.
You keep moving it, right? We're talking about gender,
Right?
right? Women do not.
Just want to bring race into it, try to equalize the conversation.
Are there?
What's that?
I said she is about gender, but she wants to bring race into it to try to give him some breathing room.
Yep, because the way that you can take a race out of this is that Asian women get less sentencing than Asian men. white women get less sentencing all across the board. Women get less sentencing across the board.
Loads.
Yeah, quite
How
a
many
few.
men's shelters are there?
Yeah, but because
There's only
not as
okay,
many
okay,
men that
okay.
need shelter
Okay,
as
yeah.
what
makes you
Bullshit. Oh, please, excuse me. I'm sorry. She lying. She lying. There's plenty of men that need shelters. Far more than women. Far more. At least here in the States.
Yep, especially nowadays, man. Because remember,
Mhm.
70% of the time when a person is hitting someone and the other person isn't hitting back, it's the woman hitting the man.
Yep.
Yep.
Isn't hitting back?
Huh?
Is not hitting back 70%
It's
of the
not
time?
hitting back.
Oh
Yep.
my goodness.
70% of the time, it's the woman hitting the man. Yep.
Do you think the majority of the homeless are men?
Purely because obviously.
Why would you think that men men don't
How many
need shelter?
homeless women do you see as compared to homeless men?
Exactly.
I was just going to ask that. I said, wait a second. Have they been out on the streets? Like when you see a
They
homeless
have, man.
man,
They're willingly being obtuse at this point.
they know the difference, and it's kind of like it's a case of you know your advantages, and you don't want to expose the fact that you have it, and so you want to play aloof,
Mm-hmm.
gaslight, get around it. I think that's kind of like almost human nature in a way, or it's like a white person who has, oh, we don't really have what are you two talking about systemic racism? What do you mean we had advantages? What do you mean the GI Bill? Yeah, you had these things. Well, you can do it too. Yeah, I can now, but you've had a 50-year head start. So, but they pretend as if those things didn't play a factor into the advantages they have now. They think it's an equal playing field, or they pretend as if it is, even though they are either consciously aware of it, so they're not stupid, or they are genuinely ignorant of the fact of the advantages that they do have. It's usually one of the two.
Yeah. Okay. So I systemic racism is a thing, and white people have had an advantage. So everything, because here's the thing, I try to do, I try to, I want everyone to be held accountable. So, like example, when women talk about the R word, teach men not to do the R word. Okay, I would agree with you, but 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 there are going to be a small percentage of men that do that anyway. So women need to be vigilant. So when it comes to the terms, when it comes to systemic racism, most of the basic tenets of the concept, I'd agree with. I would just need to add that there are there are there are things that other racial communities have done that African Americans we choose not to do. There are things that other communities have done that have helped them become successful in the face of systemic racism that we haven't done.
I agree.
And so if we're gonna attack, while we're trying to change, whatever you're trying to advocate for with white people, we also need to advocate on our own behalf and just adopt example all black communities. But in the 60s, the black part of the town was usually the a good economic area. Just like Chinatown. Why did so many of us want to go to the white part of town? Why? We never should have done that. This whole Oscars are so white thing. Who cares?
Or do you want it to be like the BET Awards or the
Yeah.
Source Awards?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, throwing chairs and all this.
I think that to the point where, because here's the thing, nothing's going to be fair, right? Nothing's going to be fair. So accepting that things are, I feel like how black people are trying to attack systemic racism is trying to get things to be fair when it's never going to be fair. Okay, we need to work on Asians have made it unfair for freaking white people. They always talk about the achievement gap between blacks and whites, how black people are falling behind, but they never talk about the achievement gap between Asians and whites. Asians make Ivy League and public education unfair for white people because they are kicking so much butt.
But they blame us for it.
Well, they blame us for what?
Like this whole affirmative action thing. If an Asian person or a white person don't get in, it's because of us for some odd reason.
Yeah. Well, I think well, affirmative action wasn't really a thing for me when they included white women in there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the whole thing was null and void because affirmative action has helped more white women than all minorities combined. I think like over 50 or 60% of the cases of for hiring were white women.
Damn.
Anyway, so a couple of people left, and this is when she walks off the show, and then we'll close it down. But make sure to like the stream, subscribe if you haven't, and drop a super chat if you guys want to donate. All donations are appreciated. So this is when this girl walks off the show.
You want to start overspeaking us and then making it personal. She wants to start speaking about Pearl's legs, and you want to start asking what people do. What you're doing is derailing the conversation. Like, it really is not going to get us anywhere. Like, and the reason why I'm saying it is because we can have real conversations about things that we don't like necessarily agree on. We don't have to start making it personal. Like, but when you come here with an agenda, as you came with an agenda, the girl in the corner, you want to say, you've seen me before, you've seen me on social media. So whatever you've seen of me in the clips, you've come with that vim. But you haven't seen the full clip. You haven't watched the full episodes. You have to understand.
But you matched that energy. You matched how you were perceived. You came in. Your vibe was very aggressive. You was very.
His vibe was very aggressive. Yeah, sure.
Is it, I have a question. Is it possible that you just miss like you just took it the wrong way?
No, of
course
not. I mean, I agree.
Is it possible as women sometimes we take things the wrong way?
It's not even a woman thing.
And
It's just, I feel like it's just disrespect.
And I'll tell you something I've learned from interviewing a lot of guys, interviewing hundreds of people. A lot of times men feel like they cannot talk to us because they
100%.
speak more direct and they're a little bit harsher and they're a little bit more to the point. So when they speak to us like they talk to men, then we get offended and prissy. And it's not.
That's 100% true. It's all about my feelings. All about my feelings.
It's not that they're trying to come at you. They just speak directly. And you're so used to, most women are so used to having men cater to them and a lot of simp guys around them speaking generally, mostly it's simp guys talking to you like a woman. And so when you say, oh, it's how you say it, it's your tone, you're saying, hey, communicate to me like a woman. Men do not talk like that.
If I was to talk direct to a guy, would be very just. Then you would say, oh, she's masculine.
You're very masculine. You've been doing that all throughout this episode.
And I don't care. I don't give a fuck about what you have to say. I don't
You're
care.
swearing. Wow. So
Can I
masculine.
correct?
This is how your Nigerian parents raised you.
Can I just correct?
Are you insane?
Wow.
Let me correct something. A woman.
This is how they raised you to be swearing.
A woman cannot be masculine. She can be pseudo masculine. A man can be masculine.
You're insane.
But of course, you can't be masculine because when she said, "What are you gonna do?" If I actually got up and then she said, "Oh, what you gonna?" And the reason I'm just trying to say is, no man would do that. And do something.
What's that?
Should have got up, bro. And the reason why I say he should have got up because he kept going back on it. He's saying, "If a man, I would have. He should have did it. That would have shut it down. I would have done it."
Yeah, but he has too much to lose, though. You have a whole different mindset.
Standing up?
Yeah. Yep. And because remember, this was when Pearl's show was hot in the UK. She was getting millions of views. You want to have a bunch of views of you getting physically brawling with a woman? No, man, I would have sat there too.
You might be right. So I'm thinking this is a podcast. This is different. Yeah.
Yep. And it's funny because on all these podcasts, the men will do what they're told when they say to be quiet, be quiet, all that stuff. But these women, they just can't do it. They can't. They're all the heroes and the victims and the main characters in their own story, all at the same time.
How do y'all do it?
Sure. And the thing about this is what I'm trying to say. Whoever raised her, disgusting upbringing. Because
are you mad?
Disgusting
are you
upbringing.
Okay?
You disgusting
watch
upbringing. I don't have to watch my mouth. Absolutely disgusting. There's a sick. I'm a podcaster. I'm a podcaster. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money.
But he's not on OnlyFans though.
No, but I'm talking.
money than him.
That's the problem. Women think it's all about money.
Actually, wait. I can attest after wait. I can attest watching the lifespan of OnlyFans models. None of them are good with money. They're broke out. They like it's only like I don't remember the exact number, but like 5 to 10% make it after 40. They age out, and then
the average OnlyFans woman makes about $240 a month on OF.
How much?
$240 a month. About 53% of OF content creators make about $240 a month. Only the top 2% make enough money to live on full time.
Make a living.
Yeah.
And that's just to make a living. These are not the superstar ones, the big money. Wow. So they stripping their clothes for only $250. You can be better off going to a strip club and make that in a night.
Facts. Like, what are you doing?
You got it. 100%
The
sure.
economics of it.
Yep.
That's smart business people, that's for sure.
Yep.
But Pearl, it's not even that. It's just even when someone.
So look at that. She's sitting there talking tough. No phone case on her phone. Talking trash, and then she's gonna get up and leave. Come on now.
Jesus H. Christ.
I'm telling you, man. That's my biggest problem with women that I'm strong, independent, and loudness, that whatever. There's gonna be a time like they can always fall back on this. I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna be sad, upset, whatever. Play victim. No, you wanted the smoke and you got it.
Oh, you got more. Like what? Who? What? It's always.
So I wanted to show you guys a video because we said that like men don't protect.
But it's always the dead things that always move like that. I've realized that. Pretty guys.
No.
You guys know what dead things means? It means ugly as all get out in British.
Oh wow.
The UK slang something else.
Yeah.
Good-looking girls never do that. Good-looking girls never do that. It's always the dead things.
Chyna.
Dead things.
Always. I understand it. It's always the dead and the overweight things. Them man always got attitude. Pretty women don't do that.
The overweight ones.
It's always the dead things and the overweight ones that always act all crazy.
Have attitude.
No, they have pretty woman attitude, but that's disgusting.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
That one's there. I don't get no man attitude. Just disgusting attitude.
You know what's so interesting? It's like you guys. You know what's so interesting?
No, but
I just want to
that's
wait. I want to just say something. It's kind of interesting when she was insulting him about his money that nobody really had that reaction. But if he goes for her looks, like she can't. Yeah. He came at him first. Like, and this is another thing.
I do agree.
And I actually got money and she's ugly, so there's a difference.
This is another.
So good. I'm telling you, China's a monster, guys. I'm telling you, man. He's quick on his feet.
Tongue, man. Yeah, he is.
A red pill demon, guys. I'm telling you, he has so many good clips that have gone around. It's great, man. It's awesome.
Another thing.
I actually have money, and she's actually ugly. So.
Oh wait, hold on. Qual and me, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here.
Oh my! You're the one talking about you was getting bullied in school for your looks. Get out of here, girl. Dead thing.
Okay, so I have a video I'm gonna show. Okay, so she said that men don't protect women. I had a feeling these two.
I just want to go. You had to get rid of them too. So maybe we can have some conversations because all they wanted to do was try to come at me, yeah? She saw me from the social media, so she thought she could come and try to attack me. And I've realized this. I am really that relevant. I've realized in this last 2 weeks, Pearl, I am so relevant within the UK. All the major blogs post me.
Yes. Remember that one clip I showed you? Why are you not married? This was right after that clip, and that clip went all over the place. All over the place. After that clip went viral, Chyna couldn't even walk down the streets. People were like, hey, you're that guy in that clip.
People recognize me. When people see me, I'm not even gassed up. I'm gonna talk my shit. So when people
look at this girl's makeup. She looks like she has a cat nose, doesn't she? She has makeup.
Whiskers.
Yeah, she has like whiskers or something, right?
People see me
He's like Mekhi Phifer in the Batman movie, the Catwoman. She look.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer, yeah. Yep.
Not monetized. She's telling me you're just a YouTuber. I'm making money from YouTube. Like, no, but let's not do this. Like, let's not do this. Let's not do this. Sorry, Paul.
Come on, let's watch the video.
Okay,
Come on, now
all
calm
right.
down.
So,
All right, you're right.
Okay, so we wanted to talk about how men, and I'm pretty sure, I hope this is the right video because I just pulled this up on my phone.
Anyway, yeah. So subscribe to China's channel because he has. I'm telling you, dude's a beast, and a lot of people think that China's he gets like emotional and all this stuff. But guys, I'm gonna say it again. We tried stoicism. We, we, women call that patriarchy. Women wanted us to get connected with our feelings, and I want to know how you really feel. You know, you should be able to express yourself. And you
No.
can't open that door, but then try to police how a man responds. And if you're
Right.
stoic, you're toxic.
Okay.
I'm telling you guys, I'm all about matching freaking people's energy, man. Match it. If a woman wants to get brawled or wants to start insulting you, insult her back.
Yeah.
I just look at
Why
them
not?
like they crazy.
What you got to lose?
Yeah.
She's talking about aggression. I don't like when you're aggressive, but it's funny that the irony is that if he was passive, he would get walked all over the place. They would disrespect him way more than what they did here if he wasn't as aggressive as he was. So it's like they don't want what they need. It's weird. I don't want you. I want you to be soft. I want you to be, caring. This is what this girl was telling me. I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, yep, okay, yeah, I got you. I hear you. And then I wasn't. And then it's like she respected me more for not being that. It's like what? And a lot of guys fall for that trick. The okie doke. Oh, if I just be more like this, if I be softer, if I just be more quiet and more subdued, demure, or whatever they want to call it, it doesn't work. It doesn't. It backfires. So I'm glad he stood his ground. Like I said, I would have liked to see him do a little bit more, but I understand why he didn't because it's a entertainment, it's podcasting, it's a different scenario. I'm just saying what I would have done and what I have done. It works that way, but that's not podcasting. If I was, I would be more conscious about the camera being on me too, and then it making its rounds. Yeah, I probably would have been too. To be
And,
fair.
and here's the thing about it. So I'm 43, not married, no kids, and I'm dating out here, right? And Doug and PA was married for 5 years, from 2011 to 2015, and my divorce. I divorced my ex-wife. It was finalized in 2016, and the red pill just made things clear for me, guys. And so I've been researching this for almost 10 years. That's one of the reasons why I sound like I know what I'm talking about a lot. AJ and I used to have an informal mentorship group in the DC area where we like mentor young African American and young African immigrant men. So about 20 to 25 in like 5.5 years, and we've used these concepts to help these men. You know what I'm saying? So like I so it's kind of imperative for women that I'm dating to kind of hear what I'm about. So like I don't normally mince words. I bring up certain concepts so they can see how. So, example, I went out with this girl who was a civil engineer, and she was really pretty and stuff. But she was really close to her mom, and she always spent time with her family. And I'm like, you spend so much time. And she's like in her mid 30s, right? And so her and her mom had issues, but she'd always come back to save her mom and stuff. And she's also paying the black tax. The black tax is where one member of the family makes it and then has to pay for everybody else. Anyway, so she was explaining to me the relationship between her and her mom, and I said it doesn't shock me at all, guys. I'm gonna say it. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but 70 to 80% of black mothers are scumbags, absolute scumbags.
Oh, wow.
All the guys I used to mentor, we had a brotherhood that all of our moms
Wow.
treated us like absolute garbage, right? Black mother is the god queen. You can't question mama. Even though you was a crack queen, you're still a black queen. No,
Yeah.
no, no, right?
Hell no.
So
What?
I was talking about black mothers. I said, engineer lady, why are you so shocked that your mother is this terrible to you? The first person that says to a woman, particularly a black woman, you're too tall, you're too short, you're too fat, you're too thin, your boobs are too big, your boobs are too small, you're ugly, your hair is nappy, you're ugly,
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
ugly like your daddy.
Colorism
Is
and texturism. And then
your
they try to bring it on us.
is your mom? Black mothers are so toxic to their children, and so I said that scumbag comment. And she kind of reeled back a little bit, and then the next day she's like, Doug and PA, I don't think that we're gonna work out. Do I feel bad I said that? No, because if she gets to know me, guys, like she's gonna find out sooner or later. And you guys, you can meet a woman if you take this path, of a red pill. You can find women who will support you in your journey. Because here's the thing, guys. If you hear this on any other channel that got it from me, I say when men win, everyone wins, and when women win, they win for themselves. And if you meet a woman who believes in your journey, you can be red pill and crazy all you want. But if she sees that you're on your purpose and she's going to benefit from it, she will support you no matter what. It doesn't matter any of the crazy stuff you say. You just have to find a woman who's supportive. But guys, I'm telling you, like, don't mince a lot of words or come up with a tier system. Maybe not on the first day, or the second day, or the third day, or whatever. But if this is your belief system, they're gonna have to know about it sooner rather than later and see if they're okay with it. Because guys, once you take this red pill, or a lot of us we don't take the red pill orally, it gets shoved up our behinds. You can't go back
at all.
And I've said this also too, guys. I was raised in the 90s. Us 90s raised men, we're some of the biggest simps that ever existed, especially us
God, man,
black
all
men.
this R&B and stuff that they we was listening to.
I swear, like the moon and the stars in the sky.
Mhm.
Tell you, man, I
To
can love
stand
you
by
like that.
me.
I can make
Yeah.
you my world. God, kill me, guys. Are you serious? I'll make love to you. Oh God.
Oh.
I'm telling you. And then Urkel was chasing Laura for 9 seasons.
Oh
Roger from
man.
Twisted Sister.
Yes.
Even the Fresh Prince simped out the last 3 seasons.
Ugh.
Really? Oh, I don't want to see. Oh, that's.
We were just raised to simp, you guys. And don't ever believe a red pill guy that says that he's never simped. Simping, especially, I'm telling you, all of us have done it. Just try to spend more of your life not doing it than you have doing it.
Yep.
AJ in the house. What's up, my friend? What's going on?
Bumbleclad.
I was showing him I showed him that video with China's interaction with that woman, and then we were going over China's greatest hits. So,
Yeah.
what do you think about that video with China and that one white woman?
I know that she's had to turn off her comments on every single social media she has, and she was trying to be this. Did you go to all of her Instagrams where she's like, I like to help the youth, I like to help the people, I like, right? And she's trying to be like some like coach, to, some like woke white chick coach to like, hello, can you guys hear me?
Am I here?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I can hear both
But she's trying to be some like woke coach to like the the young ghetto youth or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then here she is saying this foolishness, right? And it just completely, A, she's an idiot. B, it looks really, really bad. And then C, it goes against her entire brand. She was supposed to be the I'm a white girl, but I'm down with the cause. I understand black urban culture. You know what I'm saying? She's
the
cooked.
ethnic people, as she put it in her apology video.
She's cooked. Absolutely cooked. And She has like 136,000 followers on Instagram too.
Not anymore because her Instagram's gone.
Yeah, so she was doing like relatively well. This is so like this would be like a red pill dude all of a sudden saying that you should let another dude like, you know, shoot up the club with your girl. Yeah, it's so antithetical to your brand. What was she even thinking? Like on top past the whole like, you know, race thing. What was she even doing? Just stupid.
She got way too comfortable. Way too comfortable. And then, AJ, what do you think about how Chyna matches women's energy? Because we had a conversation about, you know, because everyone thinks that Chyna gets way too emotional, and I don't think so. I think that you should match energy with energy. What do you think?
Well, he is African too, right? And a lot of dudes, and he's very, very, very. He projects outwards, right? So like, look, I'm not for a dude just sitting there taking passive aggressiveness and disrespect. You know what I'm saying? People say like Myron Gaines is emotional or whatever. But when you got chicks just straight up disrespecting you, that's what I don't like. That one Brian guy from whatever.
Yeah.
He just puts up with it with too much. Yeah, I think that we need to It's like this chick has called you all types of names, said talked about your mom, all this other stuff. You know what? There are times. Look, I'm not the whole wokey woke. They go high, we go low, or we go low, we go. I will sink at your level if you disrespect me enough. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I like Andrew Wilson. No one ever says Andrew Wilson gets too emotional, and he bodies chicks. But Chyna does it really, really well. He's just loud. I think he's just loud. He's really, really loud.
And let me tell you something about one of my character flaws. I'm petty, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I live that petty life.
I'm
It's
sorry,
the
bro.
only
This
life I know.
That's
Petty
the
life.
quickest. This AJ. I guess that's a. He has that Vincent A. Price Thriller laugh. That's awesome.
It's always so well placed too, man. I'm telling you, I laugh on AJ's videos because he's laughing.
Well, what's funny is someone asked me, I was at a training for work, and they were like, AJ, we're trying to look at unconscious bias and blah blah blah. And when was the last time you had anyone say anything to you, right? And I was in like rural Pennsylvania, and I guess I cut off this old white dude, and he called me another name for a ghost, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, the SP word.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I just looked at it and I started laughing. I'm like, are you serious, dude? Are you serious? Come on, bro. You're not real, are you? And he just kind of like, and he just like, oh, and walked away. Yo, you want to give anyone who's trying to disrespect you, if you want to take their power away, laugh in their face. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, and also realize all you guys, all these people who that talk trash, they get to go back to their crappy life, and you get to go back to your awesome life, especially these 304s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. There's certain people I've met where like their lives are so bad that I can't even be mad at you because you have to be you. That's punishment enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's just.
Well, Chyna, he went viral once because remember he was like, "Is this the one where he's like, I've not sworn at you." You remember Why do you have to swear at me? Why? That's employed.
Oh,
you don't know me, and like everyone was on his side because his chick was just cussing, screaming, and yelling at him. Chyna's like, I don't even know you. Why are you treating me this way?
I'll see.
And she looked like a total clown. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Did you? I'll just shut up in a second. But did you guys see? There was a clip on the Whatever podcast. This chick tried to leak. I don't even want to say she tried to schmox the host Brian.
Oh, she tried to say his address and stuff?
Yes, and he had to cut the whole stream. He's like, well, no, and then you see him get out of here, and even all the girls were like, dang, like, yo, good thing that you kicked her out. You know what I mean? So these 304s are wilding, man. Seriously, there are times where you have to give a woman a smack.
Yeah. That's an automatic TV reference. That's great.
You don't use it. You don't use a closed fist. You use
But you don't use a closed fist. You use an open palm.
Barbara Walters interview.
Oh, man. She's like, and do you apologize? No, not really.
He was taking it back like, oh.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, you said that not having a kid is selfish. I think like having a kid is inherently quite selfish. Let's take a moment to think about the world that we live in today. Let's think about politics. Let's think about financials. Let's think about everything that comes into being an adult in the world that we live in
We have
today.
the lowest rates of poverty ever in human history.
Yeah, but human history is shit. First of all, like let's think about it comparatively.
Okay, so before Pearl had her show, I used to think that English accents were kind of classy, but then I moderated Pearl's channel the whole time, like every single one of these lives. So I've seen every single one of Pearl's shows. Please, I moderate the chat, and just like the only thing worse than foolishness in American English is foolishness with an English accent.
Yeah, B-dubs ruin everything, including English accents, man. Straight up.
And AJ said this is the best. Why do English B-dubs act like they have the same experience as American B-dubs? Why?
No.
Anyway.
Good question.
I mean, if you really want children, of course you can have children. But if you're having children because you feel like you need to, that's different.
What's wrong with the world today is great, especially in the West.
It is better than it's ever been, but it's
great.
still also
It's phenomenal.
So were your parents selfish for having you?
No.
No, I think they
Oh,
are.
you Chyna's a beast, man. He's a beast.
How many siblings do you have?
I have two.
So there's three of you. So your parents were incredibly selfish for having you guys.
And the thing is, I feel like my parents do have a lot of regret in terms of having children, especially.
So you wish you wasn't alive. Do you feel like you don't want to be alive?
That's not what I'm saying, because before a fetus is born, they don't even know what life is.
That's not what I'm asking. You said it's incredibly selfish, and you're saying, but I'm saying you come from a family of three. So you consider your life to be selfish.
I'm not gonna say on fucking camera that I wish I was dead.
Please don't. There's no need to swear. We're just having a conversation. You don't need to swear.
I swear.
But you're swearing in a conversation. Someone is quite rude.
I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just swearing like I normally talk.
I know, but it's not quite. Okay, so when you meet somebody, you've never met somebody for the first time, to swear when you speak to that person, we consider it quite rude. So we're on a platform and we're talking to like thousand people.
The tone that you're using towards her is quite rude.
Fucking.
You hear that? It's the tone that you're using towards her.
Yeah, as she's swearing at him. Yeah.
As she's swearing at him. Man. They need an open fist. I'm telling you.
But you can't use an open fist.
You have to use a slap.
You have to use an open palm.
It's like debating.
Okay. So wait, hold on a second.
Oh, sorry.
That's the tone. Wow.
So we're on a platform. We're talking to like
I
thousand
think
people.
the tone that you're using towards her is quite
It's
rude.
fucking rude. I'm not gonna lie.
It is
You're
slightly
being rude to
baiting.
me.
You're being
Okay. So
He's not being rude.
wait, hold on a
He's not-
second.
he's
Because
not
I was
being
not being
rude.
rude. Hold on a
to
second.
you.
Hold on a second. I just spoke. I haven't done anything.
You're baiting her.
Guys, have I raised my voice?
No, bro.
Have I said anything derogatory?
Calm, bro.
Wait, hold on a second. Wait, you're stopping me. It's really
You
rude.
did say
No, I
about
haven't
that
said.
she wish. Does she wish that she's alive?
No,
That's
I asked her a
really
question.
wild thing.
I asked her a question. You keep interrupting. So nothing about
Okay,
my tone. So the problem with, so what we seem to find is when men speak and when we speak directly, we always get women that try to speak to us about a tone. There's nothing wrong with my tone. I haven't raised it. She literally just said it.
She did.
So could you just check your friend for? Oh, check the lady next to you and say there's nothing wrong with his tone.
You can check me directly.
No, but the thing is, no, but the thing is,
directly if you want to.
no, but the thing is, I am, and everyone
Because
else.
now you're raising your voice.
No,
and
because
that's rude. That's the time.
so what you're doing is you're gaslighting. This is what you women do.
This is not
No, this is
You
a
guys are.
this is a classic.
He didn't do anything.
Let me teach you.
Like,
See that, guys?
You derailed the conversation.
Trying to press his buttons.
Yep. That's
Well,
what happens.
they succeeded in taking the conversation off because they saw that she was getting uncomfortable with the questioning, and they actually succeeded in derailing him from focusing back on her and continuing the line of questioning because it was a great line of questioning. So they actually accomplished their goal by diverting the attention onto them. They took it collateral in a sense. So they willingly accepted that. They were expecting it. They was hoping for it. He gave them what they wanted.
Because
Saving
most
her, I guess.
guys would have been like, "Oh, I'm coming off rude. I'm sorry." Blah, blah. This is how they silence men, guys.
And there's nothing worse than when you're on a panel, right? This is why, guys, purple pill panels are never a good thing. And I would say a purple pill panel is when you have like 4 or 5 or 6 red pill dudes, and there's some chick. That's some red pill orbiter trying to get views, right? But guys, they can't even chameleon enough. Their feelings always come out, right? And then you'll be cooking, and then all of a sudden, someone on the panel who you wouldn't even think white knight, their cape comes out. Hey man, don't talk to her like that, man. What you doing, Pyro, man? Yo, Joseph, man. What, y'all ain't gotta say that to her. And then everyone starts fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep. And she'll be talking crazy stuff, and she has a guy because remember, women need men to enforce everything. She has that freaking simp on there who will freaking enforce her foolishness. And she'll be able to say whatever she wants and then hide behind the guy who's defending her. Help me. God, come on, bro. That's a woman, bro. Come on, bro. That was the worst. Ugh.
I didn't say it was doing anything. Let me teach you. No, let me teach you.
I think the question was a bit wild, but that's why we're on a podcast.
The question is,
right?
so what you guys are doing again, you guys are stopping the man from speaking. I tried several times on this platform to speak.
All night I'm waiting.
Not you, but what you have done is, first of all, you gaslight that situation by saying about my tone. I didn't raise my tone. I didn't speak in a...
You didn't.
See what you're doing again is... See, guys, so this is a platform.
Laughing. Damn, man.
This is an example of gaslighting. I simply asked the question because you said it was selfish for people to having children right now. So I asked her, do you consider it to be selfish for your parents to have had you as a child? She was, thinking about it. That's fine of her to think about it, but she swore at me. So I've never met this lady. It's the first time I met her, and she swore at me. So I just said, could you please not swear at me on a platform? What you've then said.
And you have all the right to say that, guys. One thing that I can't stand, I've had to learn a couple of life lessons about people being mean and being mean-spirited, okay? We live in this age where, like, okay, if you're going to be obtuse and abrasive to me, just do it directly. But don't do this backhanded, underhanded stuff where, I'll say something to Joseph, incendiary, and say, yeah, but I don't know. I'm trying to leave myself that little way out at the end. Or I'll say something mean but sound unsure of it. So I'm like, well, I didn't really mean, like the whole it's giving sassy thing. People say mean spirit. You look, and unless you know me, be nice. Be nice. I require people to be nice to me because you don't want to see me get mean. one of the worst things that can happen is Doug and PA goes into a verbally violent situation, and I have no idea what I'm gonna say, because I'll say some of the crazy stuff you ever heard. But yeah, so if someone's mean spirited and saying mean things to you, if your mom says, if you have someone that you say your accomplishments to, and they always say something bad about it, or you try to point out things positive and they say things negative, say these underhanded, freaking stab you in the back verbally, it is okay. It it is okay for you to require and have the rules to be that they be nice to you or don't say those things to you. And mean-spirited people say, "Well, you just need to toughen up and accept the fact that I'm just a mean person." No, you don't. If someone's being an asshole to you, you can say, "Look, you are an asshole, and I need you to stop it." You are perfectly within your rights, just like he's doing.
This is why it isn't till recently in the West that men and women actually were expected to be quote unquote friends. If you go to our grandparents, or even I'm Gen X, our parents, my dad didn't have female friends, and my mom didn't have male friends, because a lot of times, and I think that's society's way of saying, look, dudes know that if dudes disrespect each other, they'll get punched in the mouth. But chicks can say things, right? They're natural. They have a natural way of learning how to hurt people's feelings with their mouth, right? So it's probably best to not put them around men, because if they say enough craziness, some guy out there is gonna take care of business. You know what I mean? So
and he should.
Yep, agreed. All right, let's get back into this.
Said to me, it's about my tone. If anything, I would actually be quite in my right if someone swore at me. So,
bro, what she actually did respond is just said she's naturally swears anyway. So as much as you're in your rights to be offended by what she did.
So you're a hooligan then.
Yeah.
So you're a freaking hooligan who can't express themselves without swearing.
Yep.
And guys, look. I don't allow any swearing on my channel. I know Doug MPA doesn't either, right? And guys, yes, it's the YouTube thing also, but guys, you should be able to be just as passionate expressing yourself without swearing as you are when you do swear. You know what I mean? Because then you can express our viewpoints in different types of situations and be just as effective of a communicator.
And also, people, some of the best advice AJ and I ever got. Our dad said, when something becomes difficult, or there's adversity or something happens, there's two knee-jerk emotions you can feel: sadness or anger, right? Don't get sad about stuff. Get angry, because anger is an emotion of action. Despair is an emotion of inaction, right? And people automatically associate an angry male with violence. No. Don't be afraid to get angry about something, because that's your first step towards getting off your butt and going to go do something about it.
Yep. Yeah. Anger is therapeutic.
Yep. Don't make the mistake of thinking, I can't get angry because I'll get violent. No, you won't. No, you won't. But I guarantee you the problem that you have, it's like if someone doubts your freaking achievements, what you can do in your life, you get angry that they said that, and that anger will fuel you to your success. So when you get to where they said that you couldn't go, you can rub it in their face. That's what anger can do.
Then after you done rubbed it in their face, spinning.
Yeah. 100%. Let's go.
Person, you have your boundaries, okay? So you're allowed to feel the way you feel. But
do you think the world owes you any understanding? So if you've never met somebody and you meet them for the first time, do you think the world owes you understanding to be like, I can just F on blind at you? Do you think I owe you understanding?
No, you've never been to East London, babe. I'm not saying the world necessarily owes her understanding. She just said that to almost like out of respect, just to comfort you. Like, it's all right. I didn't mean it.
So let's use
comfort him. Come on.
So let's use an
Women do, I swear. She said to comfort you. Oh, really?
example, right? There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with my tone. I haven't raised my tone. I haven't pointed at you. I haven't shouted at you.
You have.
Okay.
No, he didn't. Stop.
It's easy. It's easy.
He did point at me. He was doing she, so he did, yeah.
See, women, guys, they're always she's trying to be a hero and a victim at the same time. And only women can play this card. Huh?
Cutie pie in the back on the left, the red hair.
Yep. Yeah, this one right
Never
here.
mind. Anyway, keep going. Not her, not the red in the back.
You know what it is? I find it. So I don't want to do this, bro, but I'm gonna say this as a black man. I'm gonna do that. I find it. This is a scenario that we find ourselves in. I haven't done anything. I haven't shouted at you. I haven't been aggressive to you. I haven't sworn at you. But yet you have continued to talk about my tone. You've tried to create an image of me, a perpetual image of me on screen, which is not that. I was sworn to on live on the air. That's all I said was, can you please not swear? No, it's fine, but we're not talking about you now. What we're talking about is her gaslighting a scenario. And she's spoken about the tone. She's trying to act like I've been aggressive to her. Guys, the super chats and everything will let you know, because I really haven't done it. You guys have jumped on top of me, but it's fine. I'm ready for this.
I mean, that's the situation. If she
There you go. Massive guys. Don't back down. This whole thing. Oh, men need to. No, man. No, you don't. Nope.
He addressed it. It just there's a over exposition of it. So he went almost 6-7 minutes about the same thing that was addressed, and it should have been left there so he can refocus it back on the original question. But they're still winning in the sense that they successfully got him not to continue questioning the woman on her thought process. It was an interesting line of questioning that they successfully got him to stop
But what
doing.
you're not
Although
seeing is
he wasn't wrong,
no.
he went too long and too.
Hold up a second, though. When someone is trying to paint a narrative that you're being aggressive, nothing can continue until you dispel that narrative. Because if someone is trying to like that, they lost their position, but trying to make him sound aggressive and trying to put that girl as the victim. The conversation cannot continue until you dispel that notion. And in fact, if someone keeps trying to do that, you should stop the conversation because you can't have a conversation with them. If someone is trying to paint you as verbally aggressive towards a woman, and you didn't do that, you cannot let that slide. You can't. No.
Yeah.
I never said let it slide. I'm just talking about it's the long in the tooth aspect of it. It's the over exposition. It's like you watch a movie. It's like, okay, this is the scene, and then we all hate those parts in the movies that just over explain things that's obvious. Like he made it obvious, but he went over and above beyond.
So they keep bringing it up to him. So if they keep bringing it up, what's he supposed to do?
That's the issue. He addressed it, and he should have immediately went and turned back to his train of focus.
They keep bringing it up, though. Everything he says, they keep gaslighting him.
Because he's feeding into it.
No. The onus, they made the claim, so the onus is on them. It's about the responsibility. You're still taking the same, well, he needs to take the higher ground. No, he doesn't.
No. I didn't say that.
If they keep bringing it up, he needs to keep pushing it until it's squashed. And they need to say, look, I'm sorry for gaslighting you. You're not aggressive. Okay. And then he can move on. They're trying to paint him as aggressive as a man on a podcast. No. They started this, and the onus is on them. They made the mistake of trying to gaslight him, call him aggressive, say he verbally violated this girl. No. And he gets to keep stating his case until they see different or they shut their mouths. It's on them. The onus of the conversation to move on is on them, not on him, because they're making the claim constantly that he's been verbally aggressive, and that is a serious allegation and a serious thing to perpetuate, especially on a podcast. Sorry, these are the rules. It's about the onus. The onus is on the person that made the claim in the first place, not him.
Yeah.
And I'll say this.
So if all it takes for me to derail a conversation is to, in knowing that he's going to respond in this way, overly so, not initially, which is perfect, but I know if I just keep egging him and keep bringing up and pretending as if that's all it takes for me to do it, I would have taken the same position those girls did if my intention was to take the attention off the girl that he was focused on. Now, my question is, did he ever
I see
get
what you're
back to
saying.
the line of question? You understand what I'm saying? So it's not that I'm saying he should not have ever done it. It's just that it's clear to me that the smiles, they're much more women. They are much more in tune with the social games than we are. They just know how to.
Look,
They're like
look,
spiders in the
look,
web.
look.
So he's like jumping into it, and he
No,
doesn't even realize
look,
it.
look,
Floundering around.
look. You always have to prioritize. Okay, I have 2 degrees in policy. I have a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in policy. And one of the basic fundamentals of policy is that you only have 100% of time and effort. Right? The government has a fiscal year. You have 365 days, a certain amount of money. There's 52 weeks in a year, 7 days in a week, 24 hours in a day, right? So you have to prioritize, right? When they called him aggressive, whatever argument they're talking about, that took a back seat to them calling him aggressive and verbally aggressive and trying to make that woman a victim. You even in you guys' day jobs, you find out the most important thing to work on, and then you go down the list. They brought a concept more important than what he was arguing with that girl about. Women trying to gaslight a man and call him aggressive. That is more important than what he was talking about with that woman. No woman should be able to gaslight a man like this. And it's about time us men, we freaking started putting our feet down. You should be able to, like him, he's perfectly articulating himself. He's making his points. They brought this out, not him. And this is more important. If a woman tries to call you aggressive, verbally aggressive, trying to make any of their friends or themselves a victim, you need to address that above all else. That's what's most important. If you're trying to say that what they were talking about before is more important than what's going on right now, I vehemently disagree, because this is a tactic that women use, and when it comes to equality and feminism and stuff, you can't use this anymore. He's treating them like equals. He's talking to them like as if they were men and they said something crazy to him.
I don't know. I've been told I was aggressive, and I took it as a compliment. You're aggressive. I was like, thank you. Like that's actually a compliment. I don't want you to be like, oh, you're so passive.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing you could say to me. So I think of course, I understand when they say aggressive, they mean it in a negative connotation. But in reality, when you're speaking amongst men, aggression is what we need to get up in the morning. It's what we need to get work done. It's what we need to put order in this world. So aggression or assertiveness, which is the more positive aspect of it, is necessary. So when a woman called me that, I'm just talking about the way in which I handled it. I addressed it the way he did it, but I just didn't go on for 8 minutes about it. I mean, hey, I guess that's his personality. There's no shots at him. I'm not
If it
saying
would
he
have
should
been,
have never addressed it. It's just I think maybe it's the podcast format. He is going to be more content. Is going to be more sensationalized in a way. Perhaps in reality, he would have addressed it quickly and then got back to his trainer focus. But I think directing him away from his trainer focus, I think that was a mistake.
Okay. I'll I
You
just
disagree?
know
But, you know.
I'm just one of those people, man. Like, women wanted this man, so give it to him. And
Yeah.
female gaslighting, man. Those days are over. Talk to women like they're men. Don't give women any passes. Giving a woman a pass is patriarchy. I'm not saying that that's what you were saying, but I'm just saying in general.
If she no
If
no
you're
no
offended,
switch it. No, stop
if you're
no,
offended,
this is
I
stop
apologize,
stop. Okay,
but
but this
I'm
is
not trying to
we
offend
switch it.
you.
We switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, these hoes ain't shit, man.
Kuala Meat says women call men aggressive because of zero accountability. 100%. All he's doing right now is just holding them accountable, and they can't handle it. And they're just going to keep gaslighting and gaslighting.
Just
If we switch
I'm not offended.
stop. If we switch the rate, the not the race, gender, If a girl says that to a guy, could you please not swear at me? It wouldn't be a thing.
I was,
and that's the thing. Whenever men have standards, they're shamed for having standards constantly. Yeah,
it wasn't a thing in the first place. He said I swore at him. I'm swearing as I talk. The way I talk, occasionally I might throw a fuck.
Like that's supposed to be okay.
Or shit. But, like I'm just having a conversation because I feel like a little bit more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want me to swear at you, that's completely fine.
It was quite simple. I simply said, and I just made you aware of it. I didn't get at you. I just simply said, could you please not swear at me? You weren't aware of it. But what's happened from there, I can't believe what's happened. It was just simply a man saying, please don't swear at me. And you guys have used it as a situation to gaslight and said about my tone. And even if I did lose my rag a little bit, why are you swearing at a man that you've never met before and the first time on a platform is very disrespectful?
I was not swearing.
No. You're right now. This is not even about this. No, because I'm not actually offended by what you said. I just simply said, you could please not swear at me. You said, okay, that's cool. What she's then gone on to do is create a whole separate scenario now. And I want to know, why have you done that?
I was sticking up for her because I felt like the question.
There it is. There it is, you guys. There it is. And that's why he keeps going because who is this woman? Who is this woman to be freaking getting in between those two? Who is she?
Right. She's Mr. Stay Puffed.
What?
It's a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Oh.
I got something for that. I'm telling you, this couch that was in Pearl's studio, man. I'm telling you, that thing barely made it out alive. All these whales. So I would call Pearl's chat the harpoon gang because Pearl was doing street interviews and this big fat woman like literally attacked her, like physically tried to attack her. So like I said that. Huh?
Was she fat? A fat black chick?
No, it was a white woman, but she was
okay.
She was like a smooth like 340 pounds, man.
Yeah,
so,
she was one of those British, those pale British big girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and so I always say that we harpoon whales, and like all the big girls, we just make harpoon whale jokes. It was awesome, but yeah. This couch is probably the hardest working piece of equipment in that studio because so many whales were sitting on that couch. That couch was begging for its life, guys. I'm telling you, guys.
Then I had that thing reupholstered so many times.
It's so bad.
Question just was a little insensitive
and
like kind of to say that. Just the way it was worded, I didn't like.
So you don't think I was in my right to ask her, considering she said
no, not about the swearing. I understand.
No, not about the swearing. She said that
I just said
being selfish, right? I just said, do you consider your existence and your siblings' existence to be selfish? Based upon the question that she put out there, I simply just gave a counter question.
It was the way it was worded.
How was it worded?
Oh my gosh.
No, I want to know.
I'm so bored of this conversation.
No, because this is an example. No, we're not going to do this because what you women do is you man gaslight. You guys gaslight men, and then when we actually want to prove a point, you're like, let's move it on. We're not going to move it on. I want to know. Because I want to know what led to the point where you can start saying.
And both of these women have never had a guy
punch him in the mouth.
Them, ever. And this has to stop, guys. This has to stop. If women want to be treated as equals, you treat them as equals in a conversation. They have to prove their points. They have to substantiate their claims. Don't be afraid to put stuff back on them, guys. Because some women have never had this happen before. Ever.
Saying about my tone and started disrespect. What led to it? What did I say to her?
You said to her about, do you wish that you weren't alive? Or something along them lines. It was worded that way, and I just...
She didn't even hear what he said.
She doesn't remember.
She didn't hear what she said.
Something along those lines. What is that?
Think about it. She feels a certain type of way about it. So Chyna is just trying to figure out through questioning why she feels a certain way. And she can't even explain it. And that's why you don't let this stuff slide. All you do is just ask questions. grill their points because eventually it all falls apart and they get up and leave like the girl in the last clip. We can't stay silent anymore, guys. Don't let these women get away with this.
Well, that's a little bit
too much.
But that came after the fact that she said she considered it to be selfish.
Can I say something?
So was that not?
Can you let her talk for a second?
Can I interject? I do think and was a bit whoa, and we're all in that. No, we're all in that. It's on topic. It's in context.
I thought it was a great.
No, if you asked me the question after what she had said, I wouldn't be like, "Why are you asking me that?" It makes sense because even me, I was kind of like, "Yeah, do you not want to be here?"
Oh yeah, Carlos X says it's time to man the harpoons again, me mateys. Yeah. Carlos X was all up in the harpoon game, man. It was great. We used to just make fun of big women, man. It was awesome. The whole chat.
It was awesome.
It was fun.
And luckily, I'm sitting here like I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I have my days. So, I don't think there's personally, but I can see why someone else might be a bit like, I don't know you. Whoa, do you understand? So even if she threw in the little fucking or whatever, I was a bit taken aback that you took offense to it.
Like this was the thing about it is I the last video I did, women can't stand each other, guys. The only time they get together is against the patriarchy and men. But women really can't stand each other, and they snake each other so bad. Anyway, this has been going on for almost 3 hours, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Listen, so what do you think about that whole thing with Chyna and the white girl? Just sum up what you thought about it before we go.
Well, it's no different than what I said earlier, other than I think he was absolutely right in addressing it. Um, for the podcast, I guess it makes sense to elaborate and go on about it. It creates more content in reality, or at least in my real life. It's something like, okay, nope, not it. I checked it, boom, go back to my train of focus. Because the derailing of his train of focus, it just seems like that they won in the sense that they were successful in not allowing him to continue what I thought was a more. Now you say it wasn't as interesting as that. I think it was more interesting. I think he should have addressed it. Boom. Okay. I checked it. All right. Cool. Shut up. Now go back to what I was talking about. Because as man we lead, and it seemed like he was more interested in that direction, but he was led in a different direction, which he was in a position where he had to defend himself, or I guess um, preserve his good name on the internet, so to speak. And that's what he felt like he had to do. That's what he did. I did things a little differently. When it happens to me, it's definitely a different type of thing. But I get it. It's a podcast. It's entertaining. We wouldn't have it to talk about if you did it that way. So that's just the way it is. Other than that, I think this is a pretty good show. It's nice to meet you, man. Maybe I'll come around a few more times if you have me. You're interesting. You're an interesting guy. I like your thoughts and I like the way you think.
Yeah, I really, really, really appreciate it, man. I threw this one together. Most of the time, I go live on Sundays too. But I told you I've been. I said at the beginning of the stream, I have this weird kind of sinus infection thing going on. I'm finally going to ENT on Wednesday, but like I don't know if anyone else has gotten like a couple of my friends this summer either got the cough, another version of the cough, or this weird thing where your your sinuses are just blown up. Like it's just and it's been like a month and a half, almost 2 months, and
Really?
yeah, man, it's
Long.
yeah, it's just been it's just like my sinuses are all freaking blown up, and I'm not congested, I'm not coughing or anything, but I just have the sinus pressure behind my head. So I'm finally getting in with an ENT. They pushed my appointment back twice. I'm like, guys, I need to get in. So I take antibiotics for like a sinus infection and everything. So if it's calmed down enough, I'll do a live tomorrow. Most of the time I go live Wednesdays and Sundays. The goal of my channel is to go live Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, Sundays, but I have a day job that keeps getting the way. Uh, Rocky, what do you think about this whole subject with Chyna and the girl that that kicked down the door and the wrong one?
I mean, talking about the one that try to change subject to the tone thing. I mean, that's what they do. They antagonize you, then try to they don't want you to prove your point, so they try to derail everything, like you've been saying. And at the same time, it's like, yeah, you should address it. Address it and like match the energy, like you said. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Oh, you want to curse? Okay, so do you think you're a fucking mistake? Excuse my language, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
since you think what giving birth is selfish or whatever she said it was, just throw it right back at it. You know.
That would have been fun to see. I would have liked him to have matched that. I ain't gonna lie, but he didn't do it that way. He was more respectful, I guess. He didn't.
He's way too diplomatic about it.
Yeah. You know, I thought that question was perfectly fine because people, you know, I don't know, man. It's just men are finally challenging women. I told you we have 40, 50 years of just unchallenged misandry, guys. And it's only been in the last, especially in the Black community, guys.
5 years.
Use your voice because you don't know who's listening. And when I was mentoring young men, I was AJ and I were some of the first males that they had ever heard that could tell these guys, you are somebody. You have a voice. You have the right to have standards. Kevin Samuels, one of the reasons why he blew up. He told men it's okay to have standards. It's okay to have a voice. And sometimes making a point is what's most important. If some girl that you like and you think is cute says something off the cuff, and you know what, you say something back to her and she doesn't like you anymore, oh well, there's plenty of people, there's plenty of women out in the sea. But stand your ground, guys. And if you stand your ground and you're on your purpose, freaking, you got to find a woman where she likes you and your purpose enough where honestly it doesn't matter what you say. Be that guy. You know what I'm saying? And also, you talk to women differently. We're not trying to sleep with them.
Yeah, yes, true.
Anyway, but yeah. So I supported Chyna since the beginning. I help him with the shows. I know him personally. And I'm hoping that he takes off because he's a really good he knows how to act in front of a camera. All these moments keep happening to him. He's just like a viral machine. I told him, I said, the only thing that you need to do is you need to have your own acronyms and your own your own identity, your own concepts. So he's working on that right now. But yeah, I supported Chyna since the beginning, and I'm hoping he becomes more successful. So if you subscribe to his channel too, but all those English accents will give you a headache, guys. I'm telling you, it'll give you a headache. AJ, final words about this.
Yeah, Rocky, Joseph, all you guys on the panel. There's a guy that goes by Hip Hop Madness, and he has a thing on why UK rap just doesn't take off here. And guys, that UK rap, hoppity bop, scop bop bop, bop with a bop, boom! Like, come on, dude. You know what I'm saying? But have you heard UK rap? Like, have you heard it, dude? It'll make your ears bleed. You know what I'm saying? But I was saying because Knucklehead Harris got booed in the silence at a rally by the pro people in the war over there. Not the small hats, but the other people. But part of the reason why the British rap scene hasn't taken off is because, guys, it's so funny that the B-dubs vote all one way. And then black men, we're starting to vote either independent or the other way. Guys, if you're a rapper, guys, there's words. Because remember, Britain doesn't have free speech, right? So they have banned words. You can go to jail for saying certain words. And if you're a felon, right? Let's just say that, Joseph is, he goes to jail in England, and then he starts rapping in jail, and it turns out he can spit, right? Yo, if the cops hear you saying words as a felon, certain words, you go back to prison. It's crazy. And then if you're gonna do a show, the government has to clear every single person on every single show and every single festival ever. So the government can decide who performs. Can you imagine if that happened in California with like NWA or like Snoop Dogg or Dr. Dre? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I did not know.
And I'm telling you, anytime these knuckleheaded 304s, especially beat-ups, and they want to talk about taking rights away, right? They don't realize who was going to come down on first. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyways, that's just a totally out of nowhere. But yeah, man.
And UK rap sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Actually, no. The only thing worse than UK rap. So my ex-wife was West African, so her first language was French, and she tried to have me listen to French rap. Oh my God, you guys! You were talking about a joke. Oh my God! I was like, she just like wouldn't even play it because I'd just be laughing the whole time. And there's no way you can sound tough in French. No way. You're talking about trapping and drilling and taking people out in French. Come on.
And then here's the thing. In the UK and in France, we've got drill music, son. It's growing, mate. It's growing. You don't have firearms over there. What are you talking about?
Yep. Telling you.
Doesn't make any sense, man. So, but yeah. Guys, all you guys need to understand, towards the election time, YouTube's cracking down, man. You know what I'm saying? So guys, be extra careful to code your language on all your favorite channels. Because like I said, Better Bachelor got Poor Man's Podcast got the Quartering got someone else did too.
And this is even typing stuff in the chat. If you type the Orange Man's name, if you type DT's name in the chat too many times, it'll flag the stream.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yep.
We got it.
Man, it's killing that BS, huh? That's all good. He's gonna win anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But it's kind of
hope so.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, I know, man. Because these chicks, imagine how big of a laughing stock when you have the Russian guy whose name starts with a P, and then whoever the Chinese dude is, right? And then there's some summit or whatever, and Knucklehead Harris gets off the plane.
Yeah,
they're gonna think for a joke. And with all the Transformers and the military and all this other stuff now, we want to have a diverse and inclusive military. You need an effective military that's good at taking people out.
They're looking at us like, wait, guys who won World War II? What? Are you for real?
Say it again.
Doesn't mean
they're looking at America like the guys who won World War II. You guys.
Sad, isn't it?
Here's a fun fact about Russian's dictator. If you spell his name, if you say his name backwards, it's nut tip. So I thought that was.
Oh my goodness!
That's pretty
good. I never even thought of that until just now. So, all right, you guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. It's getting kind of late, but 8-Bit Dragon, Reiji Gamer, Carlos X, Koala Meat.
Carlos X. No, I'm playing.
Steve M. Everyone. Joseph, AJ, Rocky, Whiteout. Thanks for being here tonight. I just threw this one together because I think I'm gonna help Chyna react to this tomorrow on his channel.
Well, the thing with the British chick, the whole thing. Oh, snap!
So, but yeah, so now I have a pretty good idea of what I'm gonna say. But all right, you guys, I might go live tomorrow, so make sure to check my page, and I will talk to you then.
Take it easy, guys.
Have a good night.